Yo, what's up, guys? Good morning. We are finally back trading, man. It's been a long weekend. I am ready to get back trading. Hope everyone is doing well this morning. Let me know what the volume is like relative to my voice and the music and everything like that. Let me know how it sounds. What's up, Tiny? What's up, Emmanuel? What's up, Miguel? What's up, Terry? What's up, Michael? What's up, Dave? Good morning, guys. Hope y'all are doing well today. I'm ready to trade, man. I'm kind of impatient. I'm ready to trade, man. It's been like 3 days. I don't have anything else to do, and so I like trading, and we're finally getting to trade again. But I'm ready. You know, it's been 3 days, man. 3 days. Hope y'all are doing well today. So, fun fact, if you didn't catch the stream yesterday, my wife cut my hair. My wife cut my hair, man. She didn't do a bad job either, but my wife cut my hair. You know, she didn't do a bad job. She did alright. It's better than my hair before, and so she cut it. My hair's cut. Everybody go get your wife to cut your hair, you know. What's up, Tiny? Hope you had a happy Easter as well and a good weekend. You too. Volume good though, guys? Let me know if the volume works. Sounds good. Music's good. Good levels. Nice. Alright, cool. What's up, Scott? What's up, bro? I got my apparently this is a no drama llama mug, you know. I got my no drama llama mug today. It's my daughter's mug. She doesn't drink coffee, but somehow she has a no drama llama mug, and I'm rocking that this morning. So don't judge me, you know. All right. To be honest, I haven't even looked at the market today. Let's take a look. This should work. There we go. Alright, so let's take a look at what the market is showing us today, guys. Man, I can't type right now. There we go. Alright, so the market is down today. Here's the SPY itself. Let me clear this stuff out, and we can look for the previous closing price, which is there. Let me put this up so you guys can actually see it. There we go. So you can see, here's the market. This is the closing price yesterday, this light blue line right here. I'm actually going to make it a little bit bigger. There we go. We got this light blue line. That's the previous closing price. We're not that far. I mean, we have been. We actually gapped down a solid amount, but the last, I don't know, hour or so, we've been rebounding up here with this type of move. And so the market's rebounding. We're pretty close to the previous closing price, and at this point, we're pretty close to break even. We're still gapping down some, but we're still pretty close to break even, so not too bad for the overall market. We got CA and F here, gapping up from 145 to 237, so we can go ahead and look at this catalyst as well. Cut my own hair this weekend. What's up, Daniel? What's up, Addicted? What's up, Dave? No, you're not gonna let your wife cut your hair, Dave? Come on now, man. You gotta have some trust. You gotta have some trust, bro. Honestly, the reason I let my wife cut my hair is because I'm at the point now where it's like, look, if I just have to shave my hair, you know what I mean? Like, I'll be alright. You know? Like, if my wife screwed it up so bad to where I had to shave my head, that would have been fine. Who cares? I'm not going anywhere. The only people that are gonna see me are the hundreds of people that are here every morning. You know? And so, if it got so bad to where I had to shave my hair, so be it. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have cared. And so I just told her, I was like, look, no pressure. I was like, if you screw up, I'll just shave my head, you know, and I'll just get like a 3 and just, you know, and so it wouldn't have been a big deal. And so with that in mind, I think she had a little bit more calm in her while she did it, and she just followed directions online. She did it professionally though. Like, she like propped her hair, like propped it up and like made it like all like, you know, and then like trimmed it, and like she did good, man, you know. It kind of looks how I would usually get my hair cut anyway, you know. So like she did good. But we actually have professional clippers here. A long time ago she bought me a professional clipper set that I never used, and so we finally used it, you know. But she did good. All right, let's look up the catalyst for CANF here. Alright, so the company said that it will study the use of one of its drug in the COVID-19 patients, which every biotech in the world is saying right now. Oh, all of a sudden, every biotech stock is going to be studied to fight the COVID-19, apparently, and this one's no exception. So yeah, they put out a release that said that they're going to study the use of one of their drugs for COVID-19 patients. It's an Israeli company, and they're going to investigate the piclidenoson to treat patients with moderate to severe courses of the COVID-19, and the drug is under development for autoimmune inflammation diseases such as rheumatoid arthritis and psoriasis. And so yeah, that came out, and so we'll see what happens. I mean, I think this is fluff. I think every biotech company is acting like they're gonna study it. I mean, it is an autoimmune drug that fights inflammation, so that's what has been theory to fight the COVID-19. So we'll see. The next one I'm looking at is BCRX. Alright, so something came out on Thursday for this one for BCRX, and they said they were starting clinical trials to test their COVID-19 treatment as well. So same thing. They said they opened a randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled clinical trial to test the drug Galidesivir in treating patients with COVID-19, and it's going to be funded by the U.S. National Institute of Health and their National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases. It's going to be in Brazil, and yeah, they're testing whether it's effective versus the COVID-19. Another company like that, but this one's actually moving forward with legit testing, gapping up from 207 to 273s. We'll see what happens with that as well. We got CTSO here, gapping up some from 7 to 840s. All right, so CTSO is up after the US FDA granted immunotherapy company emergency use authorization for its blood purification therapy, the CytoSorb, to treat patients with COVID-19 infection. And so again, the FDA granted them emergency use authorization for their blood purification therapy, which is CytoSorb, to treat the COVID-19. Under the authorization, they can make CytoSorb available through commercial sales to all hospitals in the U.S. For CTSO. So we'll see what happens. Gapping up from 659 to 839. Again, another company saying the same thing. MNOV. Big runs up in the last few days for MNOV. Alright, so they had the MN166 Ibudilast trial for acute respiratory distress syndrome caused by COVID-19, and they said that they're going to that the study will be conducted by Yale's Advanced Therapies Group. And so we'll see what happens with this one as well. They're going to study their effects. And we got DOMO up as well. I said they are the number one vendor in Dresner Advisory Services 2020 Cloud Computing and Business Intelligence Market Study for the fourth consecutive year. They also put out their global COVID-19 tracker with county-level infection statistics, stay-at-home orders, and testing by state data. And that was on the 31st, so a few weeks ago. But at this point, they were maintained a buy. But the price target was lowered for DOMO. So we'll see what happens with them as well. If you want me to look at any more, the rest I'm seeing are mostly small caps. Maybe OKE gapping up from 2840 to 3170s for OKE. And then I could probably just look up some market news. Alright, so there's hopes of production cuts by key products to sustain prices, as well as positive economic sentiment. Maybe that's what's causing this one to come up. That came out on the 7th. Aside from that, I'm not seeing anything else besides a price target that was cut, but a buy rating maintained for OKE. We'll see what happens with it as well. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, I'm not seeing anything super serious today. The SPY is right around break even again. It dropped originally at the open and then has since rebounded. It's pretty close to break even. It's still gapping down on the day, but it's pretty close. It's not super drastic drop. I can go ahead and read the ETF preview here real quick. Then we can go over any other stocks if you guys want to look at them. And this is all quoting from MT Newswires, and it says, quote, "Stock futures were leaning lower ahead of the market's opening as investors continued to be cautious after the Johns Hopkins University reported that the COVID-19 pandemic has infected 1.86 million globally and left 114,983 dead. In the U.S., there have been 557,590 cases and 22,109 deaths. And meanwhile, the Fed Reserve of Minneapolis President Neil Kashkari said 18 months of various virus lockdowns are possible, and there have also been concerns over the possibility of meat shortages as meat packing plants in the U.S. have closed due to the COVID-19. There are no major economic data releases for the day, and we can look into commodities real quick. We have crude that is up 0.4%, with the U.S. oil down over 2%. You can see that here. We got natural gas, which is up 2%. We can look at UGAZ and see natural gas up. And the U.S. Natural Gas Fund, which is UNG, is up over 2%. We have gold, which is up 1% roughly, while the Spider Gold Trust is up 0.4%. Silver is down roughly 2%. You can see that here with the iShares Silver Trust up more marginally, about 0.1%. So yeah, that's the news that came out today. Kind of a break-even day. Honestly, the volume's a little bit slower today, team. Yeah, for sure. Let me know, Dave. Gotta impress me, John, more than your trading style and executions. What do you mean, bro? I don't gotta impress nobody, dude. I'm not selling anything. I'm not an expert. I'm not charging for anything. And so I can do whatever I want, bro. I could lose every day and nobody can tell me a thing about it, because you know why? Because I'm not an expert and I'm not a guru and I'm not selling anything. And so, again, I could lose every day. I could make money every day. It doesn't matter, you know. You want to watch people want to watch me trade and see what it's actually like, and see somebody that puts in green days almost every day. You know, watch me. But point is, I don't have a standard to live up to, you know. My channel's called Beginner Trader, bro. You know, what do you really expect from me? You know, I mean, I've been green every single day and I've been streaming it all live to where I can't fake it even if I wanted to. But you can't really expect that much of me, you know. Yeah, I kind of agree with that, Dave, and that's plausible as well. Like, listen, like, the testing is spotty at best. I think we can all agree on that. The death numbers are artificially skewed in the upward direction because only the most serious cases are getting reported and tested for the most part still, and so that's going to falsely push the death numbers for the COVID-19 way above average, because the people that are not showing symptoms at all are not going to get tested for it because they're not showing symptoms. And so that's another thing to consider. I think we'll be okay, but, you know, I think we should be still careful. Let me check back. What about oil companies after this oil negotiation? What's up, Howard? Look at SPY puts. You think the SPY will be up or down today? I really don't know. It's a break-even morning, so it's hard to tell. Lately the SPY's movement has been mostly based off of market sentiment, right? So like money's pushed into the market, SPY runs up. Coronavirus numbers are bad, market runs down, and so it's been based off of the sentiment, obviously. But we'll see. It should be interesting. Who knows? I'm just gonna react to what I see and not try to get too rigid with my direction. Will Tesla keep going up? I don't know, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm one of those traders that, here's the thing, like, I don't know, and I'm one of those traders that I trade both long and short on a very short-term basis. And so what the actual market does long-term, or I'm not tied to any direction. It could go up, doesn't bother me, I'll trade long. Market could push down, doesn't bother me, I'll trade it down, you know. I'm not one of those guys that makes a prediction and then sticks to it. Like, you know, market could run up, that's fine. It could run down, that's fine too. I'll short it if it goes down. I'll long stocks if the market runs up, and you know, I can profit both ways pretty effectively. And so, you know, like I said, I'm not one of those guys that are really super tied to what direction the market goes. I think that makes kind of rigid trading, and I don't need that. You know, I can just trade whatever direction the market goes and be happy with it. Yeah, Dave, I was mostly just reading the ETF preview that I read every morning. I read that one every morning. Those numbers could be wrong, I don't know. You can also look at the World Health Orders, but like I said, worldhealth.org's, I think it's worldhealth.org, or maybe it's worldhealthmeters.org. But yeah, I mean, there's some good sites you can go to. I think in the end, what we got to really understand is that, the serious rate, the death rate, and the mortality rate is going to be artificially skewed in the upward direction because people that don't show symptoms at all are not going to get tested, and so that's going to consequently cause the mortality rate to be higher than it actually is. And I think that causes a little bit more panic. I still think we should be careful, but I also don't think that this is something where we should make brash emotional decisions. I think we have to just look at the actual numbers and try to get as clear of numbers as we can, because I think a lot of the time people are going to be more likely to just react emotionally to problems. It's one of the reasons why it's like, look, like, ballot initiatives are fine, and I'm for ballot initiatives in some states, you know, and states for the most part. Like, I wish cannabis obviously was a ballot initiative that you could vote for, but one of the things, I try to be fair, and one of the reasons I'm against ballot initiatives in some ways is that people can be very emotional when something happens, and they can make emotional decisions based off of those things. And so in some ways ballot initiatives make sense, in other ways they're bad because people overreact emotionally. And so it's one of the things where I think we just got to try to keep a clear head with it and look at the actual statistics and numbers as clearly as we can. There's going to be a lot of propaganda that is put out by both political sides. Both political sides are going to put out a lot of nonsense regarding this, and they're going to try to rile people up and get people to hate the other side. And that's what they do. That's what politics does. That's what the two-party system does. And so I try to just look at it. What's the angle for both of them? Like, what's the agenda for both of the parties? And, we'll see what happens. Yeah, I can try to find it. A few people asking. I'm not seeing it. I put in not all doctors are heartless, but yeah, I don't see it. What are your top 3 penny for the day? I don't trade penny stocks, man. I'm not much of a penny stock trader. I mean, I think CANF looks interesting. I don't know which way it'll go, though. BCRX. So CANF, BCRX, and CTSO. I mean, which is just the top of the gappers list. But again, I'm not much of a penny stock trader. I think these 5 up here are the ones that are going to have some solid volume. And so these 5 at the top of this gap list make the most sense, I think. Yeah, I looked for the link. I couldn't find it. Will Tesla keep going up? I don't know, man. Tesla is surprising. Let's look at the catalyst behind this. So what'd you guys think about the live stream yesterday? Would you guys like to see something like that more often? Where it's like a live stream, kind of like a practice session or like a class session on YouTube. Would you guys like to see that? 5-day win streak for Tesla. Bullish triple plays. What Oppenheimer said. Tesla's furlough has hit new workers in delivery and sales report. I'm not sure, man. But Tesla, I don't know how long this is going to continue upward. Who knows? I think an interesting level here is 600. I think this level is interesting right here at 600. Big whole dollar. You know, we do have some resistance here at 595, 596 roughly. We got some resistance at 596 or so. And then 600. I think those are the big levels. If we get rejected, obviously the previous close price and all the stuff under it looks interesting, but we'll see. Again, we got the overall market here. Hey, thank you, Dave. I appreciate it, man. Nice. Cool. Yeah, I mean, it's in the, if you guys want to watch it, just watch it after the, like I said, I tried to preface the whole thing with, like, I'm not an expert, I'm not a guru, because if you try to teach anything, people just throw a temper tantrum about it. You know, you try to teach anything on YouTube, people throw a temper tantrum about it. And so I tried to preface the whole thing with, like, I'm not an expert, I'm not a guru, but these are the strategies I traded last week, and I had every day was a green day. I didn't end red at all last week. Every day was profitable. The week before was profitable. The week before that was profitable, and I streamed it all live on YouTube. And so I'm just teaching the strategies that have worked for me in this market. Even James said, while I was teaching the strategies yesterday in that class, even James was like, yeah, I saw you trade these strategies last week. And then he said he traded them and he made money with them. And so, like, they're very easy, simple strategies, but sometimes those are the best. And so I just wanted to teach people kind of what I was looking for, because sometimes when I'm scalping, I don't have time to switch the screen over, or I don't have time to walk people through the trade while I'm taking it, because scalping is very short-term, quick and fast trades. And so with that, I don't have the most time to kind of walk people through why I'm taking the strategy, because again, you have to be kind of focused when you scalp, and so I wanted to make that so people kind of understand what I was doing. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Deep, John, Danny, Sultan. I appreciate the love, guys. Hit that like button. We have almost 200 people in here already. It's not even 9 o'clock yet, so hit that subscribe button, click the bell, show support for what we do here, and we appreciate it, guys. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Kyle. Thank you, brother. Thank you, bro. Hey, nice, Dan. US oil. Zoom, I don't know, man. I might trade Zoom. It just depends on how volatile it is. The reason I haven't liked trading Zoom lately, I traded it once and I made like $500 last week on accident. Just to clarify, I tried to take the trade, but I got in with way bigger size than I really wanted. It would have been a green trade regardless, but I got in with way too big of sizing and I accidentally made $500 last week. Still, hey, I appreciate the sub, Joey. Welcome, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, the problem with Zoom is that it doesn't follow the market as closely because it is benefiting to a certain extent from the coronavirus, right? People are home because of the coronavirus and they have to work from home, and so they are instead using Zoom to work, right? They're Zoom conferencing, kind of like Mitch and I do every day. Mitch and I Zoom conference every day, and so Zoom is getting used more. They're making more money during the COVID-19, and so with that, they're not going to follow the market as closely as like other stocks that I generally trade. And so with that, I'm not going to trade Zoom as much because I can't really pairs trade it off of the overall market. I can't really pairs trade it off the market. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Anthony. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. And so with that, I'm not going to follow it as much. I might still watch it looking for short-term momentum, but I'm not going to watch it as much as I did before the COVID-19. Chewy is a dog food company. Is that right? They're up. We'll see what happens. It's above the previous closing price. I think this previous close right here is what I'm just going to watch for it. US oil. Yeah, it's like, we used to do classes like that, and it's like every class my son would just throw a temper tantrum, and he got back to his normal form yesterday. We started the class up, my son just started to freak out. I don't know why, man. He's getting older, but best accident ever. Yeah, for sure. What's up, Sean? What are your favorite indicators? We'll see what USO. I mean, this is just oil. We'll see. It really depends on the fundamental oil movement. But we'll see. What are your favorite indicators? I'm mostly a purist, and so like you'll see me use the VWAP, and you'll see me use like manual support and resistance lines that I draw out myself. I'll use the previous closing price, but I don't really consider that an indicator. I just document where the stock closed the previous day, which is this light blue line. But as for like moving averages, aside from the VWAP, because the VWAP is just a volume weighted moving average, right? VWAP stands for volume weighted average price, VWAP. And so with that, I use the VWAP, but aside from that, I'm mostly a purist, and so I don't really trade using moving averages, anything like that. I mostly just use support and resistance in the VWAP. So in that way, love the music. Hey, thank you, buddy. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. New cat tree. Nice. The virus attacks cells 1 and 2 in the lungs. Cells 1 allow oxygen to enter the blood. Cell 2 produces surfactant, which keeps the lungs flexible. Yeah, man. It's a scary virus. I'm scared of it, you know? I think, here's the problem, though. I think everybody thinks they've already had it. Right? I think that's a pleasant thought, right? I talked to my dad. My dad's like, I think I already had it. I talked to my mom. My mom's like, I think I already had it. You know, everybody thinks they already had it. And I think the reason is because it's just human nature. Like people, that's a pleasant thought. Like, hey, there's a global pandemic, but I've already got it, so I'm safe, right? Everybody thinks that. Everybody thinks they've already had it, right? I don't mean to be the buzzkill, but you probably haven't had it yet, you know? I know it might feel good to be like, oh, remember that cold I had 8 months ago? That was the coronavirus, and I'm just not gonna get sick anymore, you know. But I think a huge percentage of people have not had it yet, and I know that's a pleasant thought to think that you've already got it and that you don't have to worry and that it, you know, you're immune to it. Number one, there's no research that shows that if you've had it once that you can't actually get it again. Hey, I appreciate the sub wide. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. But yeah. That's the thing, man. Everybody thinks they've already had it. I don't think they have. I think that's just a pleasant thought, and I think people want to believe that because it makes them not have to worry about the coronavirus. But I think most people have not had it yet, and, you know, they should still kind of worry about it. What's up, James? What's up, dude? Wingstop? That's Wingstop, right, Dave? Or no, Wing is Wingstop. What about Wings? You must be talking about Wing itself for Wingstop. I don't know, man. The range just isn't that good. I have to look how it moves on a 1 minute chart and see, like, the volume's just not that good. Unfortunately. Any tips for new beginners? Take it slow, trade small, be prepared to lose. You'll probably lose for at least a year, and so have that reasonable expectation. Don't think you're going to deposit $1,000 and you're just going to get rich off the stock market, because you're not going to. You're going to lose your money just like every other new trader does. And if anybody tries to tell you that you're going to get rich off of the stock market, you just need to buy their course. Run away from them. A reminder, 4 people in Korea healed from the virus were positive again. I suggest to be cautious and protected. And yeah, that would suck if it just kind of kept coming back. They've theorized that it's a retrovirus, though, which makes that a plausible thing. You know, that's possible. All right, I'm going to go ahead and read Zairnon's news here as well. Zairnon has been posting news every morning, and I'll read what he said. So this morning he said that the U.S. cases hit over 560,000, which was over 28,000 increase. Over 1.85 million worldwide, over 114,000 deaths, and the U.S. has the most reported deaths worldwide. French cases are slowing down. OPEC and oil nations agree to cut nearly 10 million barrels on oil production, not enough to stem the disparity with the extreme drop in demand. Estimated demand dropped to be 35 million barrels per day, and the deal fails to boost sentiment. Trump's oil deal won't save the weakest of U.S. share producers. Gold prices are up sharply over the weekend, suggests continuing decrease in investor confidence. Apple and Google collaborate to develop coronavirus tracking technology, and Apple plans an iPad-like design for the next iPhone. China's auto sales are down in March. Tesla's furlough calls begin with delivery and sales taking a hit. Singapore has stopped Zoom for homeschooling after hacking reports, and class actions against TVTY, INO, and ZM are out there. Disney will furlough 43,000 more Disney World workers. So that's a few releases that came out this morning. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Perniche. Thank you, brother. Yeah, and I don't know if you guys heard, but UFC 249 is canceled, man. I'm so bummed out. That's like the one thing I was looking forward to. UFC 249 is canceled. To see a silver lining, though, maybe they'll do Khabib versus Ferguson again. I would much rather see Khabib versus Ferguson instead of Khabib versus Gaethje. And so Disney, who owns, maybe watch to see if Disney takes a drop this morning. Here's a good, interesting, unrelated thing that maybe people don't realize, is that Disney owns the UFC. Not full on not like an immediate connection, but they own the UFC in one way or another. And so with that, with UFC 249's cancellation, maybe Disney will drop today. I don't know, I'm just speculating, obviously, and I'm just guessing here. But since UFC 249, people were hyped about it. Dana White told people that it was not going to get canceled, that it was going to move forward. And then apparently Disney reached out to Dana White and was like, yo, you got to cancel this. And now UFC 249 is canceled. So maybe the parent company to the UFC and the parent company to them, which is Disney, maybe you'll see Disney drop. We'll see, though. Again, I'm just purely speculating here. What do you think about Boeing stock? Should I wait longer before I do some long-term investment? I'm not much of a long-term investor, and so I don't want to tell you the wrong answer. I know a lot of people are loading up on shares. It just depends on when you think the coronavirus is going to clear, and if and when. You know, it's how long do you think it's going to take for this to really clear up to where people can go out and spend money, because that and to where manufacturing is going to go back to normal. That's when the market's going to rebound, when people can spend money again outside of their house, and when manufacturing goes somewhat back to normal. When those two things happen, that's when you're going to see the market start to rebound back up. If and when, you know, but there's no telling when that's going to happen. And so with that in mind, if you think this is the bottom, if you think it's only going to get better from here, then go ahead and buy. If you don't think it's the bottom, then don't buy. But as for me, I'm not much of a long-term investor. I'm mostly a day trader, and so with that, you know, who knows? We'll see. I don't want to say the wrong answer. I don't want to tell people yes, and then the stock market drops, and I don't want to tell people no, and then the stock market bounces big, and so I just leave it with I don't know, you know. I don't know, man. I'm mostly just reacting, Mong. I'm not much of an investor, so I'm going to look at stocks to trade. I'm going to look at a few stocks to day trade specifically, just to buy really quickly and sell really quickly. That's all I'm trying to do. Yeah, no stress. What do I think about SEO today? I mean, I mostly trade like AMD, MU, and so like maybe CGC. I've been watching Disney. I might trade Disney, but again, when I say I might trade it, that doesn't mean I'm gonna go long on it. I might actually short it. It just depends. I don't know what I'm planning on doing yet. I'd prefer to just react to what I see the market do here. To be honest, the market's a little dull today. What's up, James? SEO. What's the underlying asset of this ETF? It's SEO. What's the underlying asset for SEO? I'm not sure. Work, RCL. What can I do to dive into options? Research them. You know, it's the best thing you can really do. I have you on my phone and it is 8 seconds faster than the PC. That's probably just your internet speed, bro. It's an inverse ETF of what? What's the underlying asset? Oil. Okay, got you. So yeah, it's an inverse oil ETF. So with that, if oil pushes up, this will go down, and if oil pushes down, this will go up. Pretty simple. What's up, AY? What's up, man? UCO. Okay, so UCO is the normal one, and SCO is the inverse. Is that right? No, this looks different. That's not the same. Yeah, it's an oil ETF. I don't think it's an inverse ETF though. EXPR. I'm mostly just watching like MU, AMD. I'm gonna watch Disney. I'll probably watch like Roku, ROKU, maybe Zoom at the open. But it's mostly gonna be like AMD, MU, cannabis, like maybe like Roku, CGC. I'll probably watch like Lyft and Uber, see what they look like. Maybe Netflix, and then maybe any other pop-off stocks that I see at the bell. I have no idea, Ron. What should you invest in, bro? Great live you did yesterday. I watched the replay. Really good stuff. Thanks, John. Yeah, no stress, man. Yeah, I don't know with gold. I'm not much of a gold stock trader. I'm not one that trades it that very often. Invest in fertile soil. Yeah, I mean we have plants here. ACB. Yeah, I've been watching ACB for a while. There's with cannabis, there's like ACB, there's CGC, there's Cron, there's APHA. All cannabis stocks. There's TLRY, which used to be way more expensive, but it is just, this thing went down. Look at the long-term chart on this, man. And this was a real chart. There hasn't been any split since then. So this thing really went up to 300 and then just crashed back down in the next few days. You should not invest in something that everyone is investing in. Research first. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, like that's what I said. People, I probably get, that's probably the most common question I get asked in the market, which is, what should I buy today? And I get it. We're a trading channel, but we're not an investing channel. And so, like, I'm not holding stocks for long term. I'm not holding stocks for a week. I'm selling within a minute or two. I'm buying in and I'm buying out and I'm getting in and out within a week or two, or within a minute or two. I'm not investing. And so I always say the same thing. People say, hey John, what stock should I buy today? I always say I have no idea. You know, like, I'm not a fundamental analyst. I do not look at stocks in a fundamental light, except for short-term catalysts overnight that make it gap up or whatever. I look at fundamental catalysts, but I'm not looking at like long-term viability of anything. I'm just trying to short or get in quick with a long and get in and out within a minute or two, sometimes a little bit longer, but I'm not investing. And so whenever somebody asks me an investing question, I just have to tell them, hey, I don't know. You know what I mean? No, we're not green. Market's down, I think. Yeah, here's the SPY. I mean, we're pretty close to break even today. You know, like here's this light blue line is the previous closing price. That's what dictates whether it's green or red on the day, and it's down right now. It's close to that level, so we're pretty close to break even roughly. And I'll watch that level at the open. Sometimes I can scalp this level right here after a break above it. But for now, we're actually we're still red. No, I don't really overnight swing either. Yeah, ACB might end up like Luckin Coffee. Yeah, man. I mean, ACB's taking a hit. The last time I saw this, like honestly, the last time I really looked at this, it was like $2 and something. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Kenny. We'll talk about some ways later, Bilal, just not right now. But yeah, ACB just got hammered, man. It is what it is. It's just a weak-looking stock now. Super low most of the time. What people gotta understand is like any stock that's under $10 is usually a terrible company. Not always. It depends on the float. But if it has a small float and it's under $10, it's usually a terrible company. And that's what people gotta understand. And so, like, sure, sometimes, you know, sometimes you find a diamond in the rough, but like most of the time, cheap stocks are terrible companies. That's just what they are. If they weren't terrible companies, they'd be more expensive. Again, it's all relative to the float, but like that's kind of how it goes. Hey, I appreciate the sub, W. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Welcome. Welcome to the team, bro. Alright, guys, we got 10 minutes. Let's do this. A few other people were talking about airlines. Like, here's United. They are up slightly on the day, so United is up. What else? Delta, DAL. They are up slightly as well. So the airlines are slightly up today. In gap downs, we have Grubhub gapping down here. Looks weak. We got BURL. Looks good. URI, TXN. DOMO. We can look this one up. I don't think I looked this one up. DOMO here. Yeah, with crypto. With crypto, it's just tough, man. Here, let me look up the catalyst behind this. Alright, let's get Mitch in here, guys. There we go. Alright, guys. Let me make sure the volume works. Hold on. Let me know how the volume works. I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. There we go. Let me know how the volume is relative to my voice. Alright, guys. We got Mitchy Rich, Richie Mitch in the house. Yo, yo. What's up, Mitch? You there, bro? Alright. We'll wait for Mitch to get here. What's up, Lewis? What's up, Silas? The Earth is flat? I mean, I don't know, man. I don't think you can really say with any definitive answer, but I think when you look at all the other planets and see that they're spheres, it would only be logical to conclude that the Earth is a sphere as well. And so saying it is not a sphere, saying it's the only planet out there in the ether that is not a sphere does not sound, oh no, I spilled my coffee, does not sound scientifically accurate, you know. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. You never really know, I guess. Unless anybody's been out to space, you never really know. Yo, yo, you there, Mitch? Can you hear me? Music's a tad loud. Alright, let me see. Nah, there's sound. Here, I'll turn it down a little bit so the music's not too overpowering. What's the name of this site? You want our website, bro? Here you go.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, yo.
What's up, man?
We got Richie Mitch here.
What's up?
Mitchy Rich. Richie Rich
Good
Mitch.
morning, good morning.
There he goes.
How we doing, team? How we doing? Good morning. How we doing, Dave? The best Bill hunted down. Steven, Tiny Toon in the house. Sean, what's going on? Jamie James, Rhett, Little Peter, Addicted William, John Noah, Brian, Jeremy. We got it all in the house. What's going on, guys? If you guys are new to the chat, definitely say hello. Always like to see new members in the chat. How we doing, Frank, Leo, 2K, Jose? What's up, Jonathan? Checking out that Gush Life. What's going on, guys? Good morning.
Hey, bro, question of the day. Question of the day. Is the world flat?
Yeah, man. How do you think the coronavirus spread?
Right, 100%. The coronavirus can't climb up, and so the world has to be flat. You know, because how is it gonna? It can't climb up. You know.
China can only go left. They can't go right.
Right, makes sense. You know, makes sense. 100% makes sense, man.
Why do you think they right?
Yeah.
Why do you think they right to left? Because they can only go left, bro.
Right, exactly, man. You know, plausible. You know. Which one? Me, Anthony?
On, guys? Good morning. Good morning.
I'm from Louisiana. Mitch is from. I don't know. I'll let Mitch answer where he's from.
Snow Life.
Yeah, Mitch is in Denver.
Life.
Yeah.
Put it this way, I have snow outside, man. Lots of it.
Do you really, man? You have snow right now? It's April, bro.
Lots of it, man.
It's kind of cold here in Texas. It's like 50 degrees here in Texas.
Oh, you don't want to know how cold it is here.
I like the cold, man. You know.
I got 18 degrees, man. 18 degrees.
Yeah. Dang.
Just a little cold there.
Yeah.
What's going on, Carlos? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the fam.
New to the channel,
guys, definitely hit the like button, hit the subscribe. That definitely supports us. Let's see if we can get to 100 before the bell. Let's start running through some stocks here. We got Gush, of course. Oil up after the OPEC deal. Really, the OPEC deal, what I think is going to happen here, guys, is this just kind of more of support for the industry than another bullish run here. But what we did get is all last week the bulls got in. So if you wanted to take a look more at pricing for where they should be at, I would give them somewhere on the average of $20 and $22. So essentially the bulls are in right underneath this. I think today we could get some pullbacks to do 25, but overall I do think oil is going to be up. I'll be looking for Gush eventually to break through that 28.80. Another thing that we can look at is, of course, stocks. They're going to be moving. The classic ones, the carnivals, the retail. The retail is kind of the sector that I'm kind of really interested in right now. Just because if you look at the daily charts, they're going up and down, mad volatility. And I do feel kind of that these are going to get the worst of the earnings. I can tell you right now, I don't think there's many people worrying about what they're wearing or what they want to buy for clothing. So with that being said, I think that these stores are going to take major hits in their earnings, and you can start seeing that downturn happen before the earning and see them get priced in. Some of the ones I'll be looking at is JWN, which is Nordstrom. You can look at KSS, which is actually up on the day. These are actually up on the day right now, retail, but I think it's going to flip on them, and I'll just keep watching those. All right, another one that I'll be watching is Urban Outfitters. You could also look at AEO, ANF. Those are some that I like, and I think that they're going to be moving in the same way today. CCL, Carnival's really trying to get that bottom, I think. If you look at the daily and weekly, the weekly is actually at the oversold area, and the daily is getting to the point where it's overbought. I think what's important is going to be watching 1370s. Watch those 1370s to see if it holds today. If it can't get even above 12, this is a good sign that this one's heading right back down towards $10. I think you could see a third bottom on Carnival before it tries to head back up. I know that earnings on these stocks are going to be really bad. They've been trying to get kind of money from the government, but really not being able to, just because of the way they outsource. So let's see what happens with Carnival. All right, guys, here's
there's
the
the
open.
bell.
You guys have a good one. Good luck. Like always, guys, stick to your process. Like we always say, guys, look for your best charts. Stick to your game. At the end of the day, all you can do is worry about executing your strategy and let the market do the rest.
Let me fix this quick.
Gush is hurting right out the gates. I could see that. Remember, there were so many bulls that got in there early that it could pull back.
Sorry, guys. Let me get my screen set up here so you guys can see it. There we go.
I'll pick a nice pullback area. A nice pullback area for me would be 2450s.
There we go.
All right, guys. I don't know if you caught our videos over the weekend, but I'll be definitely continue trading the reverse strategy today. And I know John will probably be taking some quick scalps.
Yep. There we go, guys. All right, we got it all set up. We're ready. All right. Let's see, we got team. First thing, let me get everything. AMD. All right. Actually, we're pretty good set up here.
Potential big squeeze that could come out of GME. I know there's a big thing going on in GameStop right now, guys. I didn't have a chance to go over pre-market, but if you look up news, GameStop's definitely on the move today.
Market dropping here at the open. You can see the previous closing price that hit 278.20 and then just bounced right off of that level. That's the red to green level. So that's an interesting level to watch. Roku crashing down, MU dropping with the market as well. So maybe we're going to look at a few other scalping style plays.
Yeah, I'm going to be looking right now. Disney in a big time flag. If this breaks 103s and heads towards the 103, they'll start looking really bearish for me.
All right, guys, we got 415 people here. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. We do this live for free every day, so hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. What's up, Too Fast? What's up, Han? What's up, Lil Gaines? Anthony, Isaac, Buzz. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. But yeah, SPY dropping here.
I got car breaking through the VWAP, looking down.
CGC's testing the previous closing price, which is right around 1457s, 1456s. Not that much volume for the cannabis stocks lately, though. Watching AMD rip up here, so AMD's squeezing up. Market's actually ripping down, so it looks like MU is going to be a better pairs trade if I do pairs trade those today.
UAL coming way down there. Way down. Real quick.
Yeah, Disney dropping with the market too. No, I don't trade currencies to here.
Look for the gaming sector to pull back today. MGM, Penn. Those have been really up on the dailies. I think they could pull back towards the 12s. At least Penn can.
Hey, thanks for the sub, Carlos. Welcome in. We appreciate it. Hey, what's up, Carlos? Hey, good morning from Texas, bro. Good morning. Stay safe to you as well, bro. Under Armour, what is that? UA? Something like that, right? Market breaking lows?
Yeah, market's finally retreating some.
Yeah, man. We'll see what we get.
280s. I mean, 280s is so big resistance, and then you got 290s. It's a 200 moving average. It's closer to the resistance than there is support.
Yep.
I really don't think there's any bulls thinking that today we're going at 300. So.
All right, MU's giving us a little bit of a pullback level. Just depends on what the market does here. I'm gonna wait until we get some momentum levels.
Yeah, I'm waiting, guys. I probably won't take a trade until at least 9:45.
All right, big squeeze up on MU. We're gonna look for some interesting levels, see if the market maybe squeezes up and breaks highs. But I'm actually disappointed to see this. The reason I'm disappointed is because the market's not squeezing up like this, and so with that, MU's probably not going to follow the market super closely. As the market's breaking lows and MU just squeezed up, and AMD's been running up all morning, so I'll probably have to look at another pairs trade to trade off of. Maybe Roku, maybe Disney. We'll see though. Looking at that 45 whole dollar of MU. Maybe we'll get some momentum. Yeah, I'm waiting, man. It's tough. Alright, AMD's still ripping up, breaking highs. Alright, so we got the SPY bouncing a little bit here. Let's see if we get a pullback and a break of these lows now. What is that, MDRA? King? Hang in there, Justin. You're good. You'll bounce back, bro. mRNA, right? Something like that. Moderna. It's just kind of low volume. I mean, it's pulling back to the VWAP, but overall it's been a little choppy today. I don't know if I want to trade it. Alright, SPY rebounding here. Maybe it is going to follow the market. Here's the SPY bouncing back. Alright, here goes MU. Ripped over that 45 level. Problem is the market. If I think it's going to get rejected at the VWAP, I don't know if I trust this, but AMD and MU ripping up big here.
Looking at DOW here, starting to get extreme on my scanner here.
Hey, thanks for the sub, TW Carlos D Villa. Thank you, man. I'm gonna jump in with 200 shares here and then set my risk to be right around the $0.50 here. See if we get a hold of this 45 level for MU. Right around break even in the trade. Gonna take profits really quickly if it goes in my direction, like right here. Gonna take half off there and see if we get a move up over this high of the day at 45.22 with the last little 100 shares. So a very easy trade. I could probably hold the rest break even if I really wanted to. It just depends on what we get here.
Right. Just took some off here, guys. Tight risk here. It's gonna be 35.50s. Really small trade here, 50 shares.
Alright, so here's a push. Looks like we're going to get the push up to 45.20, which is what I really want here. I'm gonna sell half off there, right around that 45.20 level I talked about. We'll see if we get a break of that with the last 50 shares. I could probably throw Mitch up for the rest, just so we could catch a little bit of both of our trades.
All right, guys, in there at 35.61s.
There we go. I'm still up slightly in mine, but I've already scaled out of most of it. I'm gonna let it test the whole dollar here and then get out with, because market's pulling back. I'm gonna get out here, just squeezing down a little bit too much. I could probably get a held, but small green trade for me.
All right, guys, now willing to add on the pullback and have to hold to the low of the day. Let it try to come down and create a bottoming effect, a double bottom, and we'll add.
Alright, so the market's actually fading right off of the VWAP. Market just ripped down here, actually. It's down to 275s now. Big drop, big red candle there for the SPY.
Yep. Gotta be careful with mine. Gonna be smart. There's a big order there I saw there at the 60s. You gotta be careful with that.
Yeah, if we get a lower
back up there to the 90s.
If we get a lower the daybreak here underneath the VWAP, I might short into MU. And we might get it here. I'm gonna give it one more second. Yeah, alright, I'm shorting into MU there with another 200 shares. Market testing, breaking lows. We'll see if I can drag MU down here.
All right, it's gonna test my entry here, guys. Just keep the 50 unless it breaks it. If it breaks those 50s, we gotta get out. It's a big order there at 35.60s, 1,000 on the level 2 showing there.
I didn't get the big enough drop for MU that I really wanted, and so I might just get out of here since my fill's not great. Market bounces, it's gonna drag me down, I think. Give it one more second, see if this resistance holds here, but I'm not really loving it.
All right, guys, if this candle closes green, then we can get in and we can add here.
There we go. Let's see if we break this. Like that weakness. There's 69s.
Right.
I'm going to get out here pretty close to break even on this one. The reason I don't like it, the SPY pushed up, it looked like it was going to squeeze up. I don't mind adding back and then jumping back in, but I got out there, kept it pretty close to break even. I think I might have lost like $2. But actually I'm going to jump right back in. The market just got rejected there. We'll see if that holds now. I'm going to take profits quick on this if I can get it drop down to like 60 here. That's what we want. As the market pulls it down and tests the low of the day. Alright, I got out half there. I'm going to hold this last little 100 shares to see if it works. up for a second. I'm gonna ride the rest down here, slowly scale out the rest around the $0.50, ideally, for MU.
All right. It's looking good for me. It dropped to 75s, and I'll add 100 shares, guys.
All right, so I got out another half there. I'm still holding 50 shares. We're going to let this last little bit break down under the $0.50 if it can, and maybe come down to the low of the day. Ideally, we'll see. Not going to get my hopes up too much about that, but I'm
All
just
right,
going to get
guys,
out the
just
rest
added
there.
some there at 65s. Now I got to hold towards 55, guys. I'm over to stop towards 55.
All right, so I got out the rest of mine there. $30 up on the day. We're just going to slowly kind of grind up like we have been. I'll put Mitch back up now since I'm out.
All right, stop put on, guys. 150 at 65s. It needs to hold that bottom. If it breaks that bottom, let it go.
So yeah, shorted a nice MU move there. Was able to take advantage of it.
All right, guys, so you guys can see my trade now. See my two entries. I got them both on the bottom side of this, near the bottoms. What I want to see is a triple bottom created on the 1 minute, 5 minute to create and seal a triple bottom also at 60 here, and then come right back around. Stop is placed at 54 right now. It's either just going to come surging on back for us, or we can just let it go. That's the way this trade should work. Starting to like UAL. Definitely this one's getting extreme, guys. Let me see the levels.
Yeah, I ended up jumping right back in at JF. I got out, but then I looked. So this is what happened. I got out of MU because I didn't like how it looked. And then I immediately looked at the SPY, and I noticed the SPY took a big downturn. And so I jumped right back in MU since I saw the SPY get rejected at that previous low of the day. And I anticipated it breaking a low of the day again. And so I got back in and nailed the trade again and then got out. And so I was able to get back in. And that's one thing you'll see me with scalping is that I'm not afraid to jump right back in a position if it fakes me out. And I think sometimes it'll fake me out and I'll get out early and then I'll realize it and jump right back in. And that's what I did with MU.
All right, guys. This might test my down point there for DOW, but I'm also looking at to get into UAL.
SPY ripped, broke lows of the day here. Still pushing down. I could have shorted into MU as well. I don't hate that. But a little bit too late for that. I needed to kind of drag down to the bottom of the range. But we'll see. There's the SPY drop.
Looking for a quick move towards 27 here for UAL. Huge order here in the 60s, guys.
I put out a good class on that yesterday on the strategies I'm using. Mitch did a good class this weekend as well.
Just got out there, guys. Didn't want to risk it there. It stopped me out, but there was a big order that went through there. It could have been a big bag buyer, but it was so big that I'm not going to go ahead and stay in that. $20 loss is a lot better than a $60, $80 loss to begin with. Let's see if we can get the reversal to really happen in this one.
But yeah, I'm mostly scalping here. Mitch is trading reversals. But not bad so far. 2 green trades for me, small, but we're going to slowly start to scale up in size like I did the last few days. And start to kind of take some bigger wins from this market. Another trade, and really this strategy was the same strategy I talked about yesterday in that class. Another thing I'm looking at is this right here for MU. If this breaks at 44.50, I might jump in short with just a quick scalp down to like 40s. But the MU trade was the low of the day market short that I talked about yesterday. The exact same strategy. Next, I'm looking for the VWAP low break right here at 44.50 for MU if that can happen. Actually, I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to take my once per stream bathroom break, so I'll put Mitch up for now. Be back in like a minute or two.
All right, DOW reversing there. Could have stopped me out right at the bottom there. I might take another shot here, guys. There you go. It popped up there. Want to see it come back down and hold 60s. UAL reversing already. Like that one, but I didn't get the bottom. So it's time to focus in here now. Getting towards that time that I like, 950s, 945s. Looking for a pullback in DOW towards 70. I think it might not even pull back though. Where are my extreme stocks? Let's see. We got Chewy. It's already coming back. Peloton ripping up today. Looking strong. See, we got that fourth bottom there, and that's really what we wanted to see. Maybe we got in there a little early. Should try to let it triple bottom, but we're going to try to get in here at 3570s. I don't think I'm going to get it. I think I missed it, and I got stopped out by a couple cents, really. Stopped out there at 51, and it went right to 51. So it's a good look. I don't think I'll be able to get the entry here. We'll see.
Roku breaking highs here. It's up to 95. Over 95. Big, strong move for Roku. Market is testing 275, which was the previous low of the day. We'll see if it holds there, if it rips up. If it gets rejected here, I'm going to look to short MU once the market breaks the low of the day, if we get that again. And if not, we'll wait for a setup. Big drop for MU. Again, if we shorted MU, we'd essentially be betting that this 275 level in the overall SPY would hold as resistance and the market would drop. That's what we bet on right now. We'll see if that happens or not, but I'm going to wait.
Man, a lot of stocks getting drilled today.
Yeah, man.
Had that feeling, but not trading those kind of strategies right now. But Snap getting drilled also.
All right, here's MU. We'll see. CTC's pulling up to test the VWAP too. I'm just waiting right now, man. I'm seeing if MU or the market will drop. But for that, I'm just waiting. Disney, maybe if it breaks lows, I might consider shorting it. Maybe. And remember, guys, what I said this morning at the open. Disney is the parent company to the UFC, and everybody was looking forward to 249. And so when UFC 249 was canceled, and word came out about that this past weekend, Disney might drop. And I mean, I know the market, I don't want to take too much credit for that because I think Disney follows the market a ton and that the market's dropping. And so it's probably just dragging Disney down with it. And maybe Disney's a little bit more affected by the UFC, but I think the market itself is just dropping.
Yeah, that has a lot more to do with the firings of Disney.
Yeah, for sure. The
They
furloughs.
laid off, I think it was like 74,000 workers or something like that.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That's what's hitting Disney right now. The UFC thing did definitely affect it, but it'll be back.
Yeah, certainly.
It's not like it's going away, but you know, you fire workers get mad, workers don't want to come back.
Right, for sure.
That's really what happens there.
Especially like a big time company like Disney. I mean, if anybody has the money to, hold it through this, it's Disney. But, they're all about their profits.
Guys, missed the reversal on UAL today. Really good one. You even got the cross on the MACD, but it was more on the 1 minute and the 5 minute, and I'm trying to stick to a bigger time frame. So just gotta wait and relax, wait for these trades, these early ones to get done with.
I appreciate the love, guys. We got 113 people in here. Hit that subscribe button. Honestly, this week we will break 20,000 subscribers. We should break it in the next day or two. So hit that subscribe button. Help us hit 20K subscribers, guys. We're pretty close. Alright, so I think the next real obvious level here is this and the SPY right here. So if we look at the SPY, I think the next obvious level is going to be this right here. This previous low of the day at 275.50. So this level right here, if you guys can see this, I think that's going to be a big level, and I think that's what we should watch to see if it holds as resistance there or if it breaks above that. No telling, but I do think this is a strong level. It's a previous low of the day. We do have some confirmation there, and so I think that should be interesting. Again, that 275.50 level is what I'm watching.
Oof, the fades in the retail industry. Beautiful fades today, man.
And what's a retail, like LOTS lots?
JWN did a nice one.
Nordstrom.
I think it's gonna. Look at KSS. Oof.
Was that
It's
Kohl's?
actually down there. Yeah,
Yeah, man.
coming right back down. I had a feeling with these. Their earnings should be trash.
Alright, here's the market drop. I'm back in with 400 shares of MU here. We're gonna see if we get a quick drop. I'm gonna let this work. I don't mind adding a little bit more to this one, using around that previous high up there as my risk. Oh, here, let me put myself up. See, the problem is like, I'm gonna take half off there. It's hard for me to switch over because I have to quickly get over, and it's like scalps are very short-term trades, and so I have to like rush over to do it. But I took profits once. I'm holding the last little 200 shares to see if we get a drop down to the 50s. About break even right now, even after I took profits.
Looks like someone got the MU reversal at least. Congrats, Jonathan. Good gain.
And I'm going to take another half off there just to keep it easy. I'm only holding 100 shares left of MU, and we're going to let the last little 100 shares work and get out if it pushes above break even here.
Just to put it out, biotech really up on the day today, guys. CANF.
I'm going to get out the rest there for MU. So not a bad little win there. Made about, I don't know, 30, 40 bucks from that one. No losing trades again today, guys.
Really interesting chart, CANF. I can't trade it, but I'm going to leave it alone. But it looks good.
Market's testing lows again, guys. I might short back into it if the market breaks this low here. Looks like I got out of MU at just the right time. There's the market squeezing down, pushing lows. Like I said, I might short into this here. Depends on if I feel like it's going to get rejected. I think it's actually a little bit too late now. Missed it. And I don't know if I feel like the market's going to break lows or not here at 274. So
Well, guys, I can at least look back at my reversal trade. And what did it do? It stopped me out for a couple cents, and that's because it broke the low of the day. And that's normal. That's what my rules say, and I got out. But at least we can see that the trade was a good risk to reward. It actually went up there right to the resistance number that I was looking for, which is 36.16 on the DLW. So it was good risk to reward. Just didn't push it so much on that risk, just $20 risk there. But it could have easily gone through the 40 and made it a $40 loss. This would have been a potential $80 winner.
So on CGC here, guys, this is the same strategy I talked about before. The problem I have with scalping CGC is that the spread is not tight enough for me. And so I see this strategy here, but again, the problem I have with it is that the spread just isn't tight enough and there's not enough margin. And so maybe looking at this low to break down to like, I don't know, maybe right here looks interesting. So attacking this range once this low breaks right here. But again, I'm just not super confident that there's going to be a lot of profit to be made just because the margin is not that good. The spread is usually at least 3 or 4 cents. So that's kind of a big spread for me. So I'm just going to wait and see what happens here with the market. Market bounced at the low of the day. And so I'm just going to wait and see what we can find from here. No, Greg, it does not. Commissions are added after each day.
Interesting one now is the NPH starting to squeeze a little bit here. Let's see if it continues.
Alright, market squeezing up. Let's see what happens here. The SPY itself.
Alright, guys. One that I'm liking is eBay for long side play. I want to see a pullback here.
And again, the level I'm watching still is this 275.50 level. We still haven't broken that. You got this, Tiny. Just take, if you're struggling, just take 5 minutes is what you really want to do. Just take 5 minutes. Just hang in there and just take 5 minutes, kind of regroup. I think, refreshing for 5 minutes is necessary sometimes. I think if you don't, a lot of the time, you can trade in a very frustrated and like forceful way, and that always ends up hurting me when I do it. So just hang in there. You got this.
Have a good one, Justin. It's always good to save those gains. You know, if you feel that you've reached a certain limit, it's not necessarily that you got to go completely away from the computer. It's okay to do what we do sometimes if we feel we have a huge lead. We're just going to figure out, what am I willing to risk a little bit more to push me forward? I'm willing to risk 20, 30, $40 of that profit, or maybe $50 of that profit. The key is you have to have the discipline to stick to that rule that you're going to set. And I think that's what a lot of traders get in the habit of getting off of. So if you're able to be a disciplined trader, you can continue and just keep your risk very small from that point on. But I also do agree with goals or extreme goals. Let's say you get an extreme reward immediately. There's also a great thing to do is to keep the mathematical advantage in your favor. Just end the day, because a great win could push you essentially to, let's say, a 5-1, 7-1 reward. And this gives you so much more in accuracy percentage than it will even in your realized profit. Don't think so much of it for your realized profit, but think about it for your mathematical advantage.
Right, for sure.
You know, we always think of great wins just for our profit. And really what it does is it gives us great accuracy level probability.
Right. All right, guys. MU squeezing up, testing highs of the day here. Market is not really following it that closely anymore. And so market's still down, getting rejected. Remember the level I talked about, guys? Look, I'll show you guys. So remember, this is the level I talked about. And I brought a lot of attention to this level right here before this move happened. What was the level? 275.50. That level down to the very T here got rejected and held. And again, remember, that's a pretty strong level. It's the previous low of the day. And you can see how much the market respected that level. Went up to test it, got rejected almost exactly off of that level. And again, I drew this level out before this move right here happened. But again, you can see how much the market respects those type of levels. And so I think they're interesting levels that people should pay attention to. Because again, you can see how much the market actually respects those levels. But with that said, look at MU here pop off, testing highs. It's not really any trade I would really want to take at this point from it, though. Market's too down. Nothing I really like from it, so we're going to wait.
All right, guys, ones that I like are eBay to the upside. I wanted to pull back towards that 34.28. Definitely looks bullish for the day. Peloton looking bullish for the day. We'll look for that one to price reverse. Also, GME bullish for the day.
You could scalp the SPY with that accuracy. I could. I could. I'm just going to wait, though. Like I said, I talked about it yesterday, but one of the things that helps you to do better at scalping is having that patience. A lot of the time, scalping ends up hurting traders because they try to do it, but they don't have the patience to do it. And so instead, they just they take a loss and they just kind of start forcing a bunch of trades that they shouldn't be taking instead of waiting for the A+ setups. And so with that, I just want to wait for the A+ setups and just stick with what has been working and just have the patience to wait for them. And I know if I can do that, my accuracy will be on point. Like I said, I mean, I haven't lost today. I've had 3 green trades, no losing trades. And so I'm just going to wait and continue to grind this thing up if I can.
I think we might get another leg up here for Peloton, but I'm watching it for the reversal here. All right, for Peloton, it's looking like we're gonna get towards the 30-30s. That's what I'm really gonna see as resistance.
Hey, I appreciate the sub, Ivan. Welcome, man. Thanks, brother. If AMD breaks past 49.50, I think it might run up. Yeah, well, there's the 49.50 break. Squeeze up. Yeah, high of the day breakout. Looked good. Can be a very profitable strategy. I'm just going to wait. MU's kind of doing the same thing, but what I've been waiting for mostly is some correlation between that and the SPY. And if we don't get that, I'll try not to take it as much.
One breaking out that might make a run is Omni.
We got 440 people here, guys, so hit that like button. Appreciate the love, team. Hit that subscribe button as well. Like I said, we should break 20,000 subscribers easily this week, and so hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Help us to keep growing here. Alright, guys, so remember, like I said, I'm watching CGC. I don't hate it, but the spread's not really favorable, I don't think. But check out CGC here. It's testing this level that I talked about earlier, this 1436 level. I think it's just following the market some, but I'm watching this level pretty closely. Again, the problem is the spread's just not favorable for scalping. Maybe I'll try with like a few hundred shares, but keep this one small if it does break there. Netflix, let me check it out. Yeah, man, Netflix is ripping up too. Doesn't look bad. Market squeezing down. S&P 500 looks weak here, and so I think we're going to see some drops really quickly. There's the break. We'll see if we could pull back to the low of the day test or so. Thinking about shorting a few hundred shares of CGC here. I'm going to jump in with 200 shares, small. I don't love it, honestly. So I'm going to be very strict with this because I don't love it. The SPY actually just rebounded up. I think that's going to drag me up some here. But I'm in. We'll see. I'm break even right now. I like the drop there. There's 32s. Not too bad. There we go, 31s. I'm going to keep this one very easy here and just get out half of my position there. I'm up about 12 bucks on it. Or no, never mind. I'm up 6 bucks. So yeah, I'm going to hold these 100 shares. I got out of half the position, and I'm going to be very easy with the rest. Ideally looking for like a big drop here. I can hold the rest and just let this work. But it wasn't an A+ setup in my opinion, so I took smaller size, which is fine. And then I'm just going to get out the rest even, clean. I'm not going to scale out anymore. I'm just going to end it once it gets to a favorable level for me.
Right, want Peloton to try one more time to break through 30s. 30 is such a big key resistance for it that I wanted to try one more time, and then I'd get short. Right now, I'm trying to get long on eBay at 34.20s. We'll see if I get an entry here.
Oh man, I'm getting out of CGC. I got out break even. Man, look at that squeeze up on CGC. Did the market rip? No. Weird. It's one of the reasons I don't like playing low float stocks, but luckily I actually kept that exactly break even, so not even a losing trade. Right back where I started. John, can we get a... Hey guys, hit that like button, all you cool cats and kittens. You know, it's John over here at Big Trade Rescue. You know? Hey John, I know you're with TradeNet, but do you still recommend Ustock Trade? I think Ustock Trade is good if you are scalping penny stocks. I think that the platform obviously is not great, but I think it has its uses. I can't say it's not good. I mean, it just depends, right? The flaws of Ustock Trade are that the fills are not great. There's not that many stocks that are actually tradable, and the platform is terrible, right? But the pros might outweigh the cons, because the pros of Ustock Trade is that there's no PDT rule, $1 commission, very cheap commissions, and you can trade penny stocks. And so I think it has its uses. Would I recommend somebody that wants to trade mid and high cap stocks like me to trade on it? No. You can't short. But if you're going long and you only want to trade momentum-based moves with penny stocks, I mean, it doesn't sound like a terrible platform. There's the market breaking lows here. Get up MU here, see if we can find something. Market trying to break lows again. No, it's so slow. Yeah, like I said, I'm not saying it's perfect. I'm not gonna. It has its uses, though. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna hate on it. It works for. It gets the job done. If you're a minimalist trader that only wants to go long, you know, $1 commissions is not bad. You know, I think Ustock Trade is not bad for like investing either. You know, not or like swing trading. More importantly, probably as long as you don't need to get out in pre-market, just because commissions are cheap, easy, minimalist. Just depends. You know. Every platform has their pros and cons. They're not all terrible and they're not all great. Some are good for certain things and bad for others, and so it really is subjective depending on what the person, how the person trades.
Yeah, I think you could trade from the UK. I'm not sure. Just contact them.
What, for the platform we're using? Here's that link if you want it split. I'm pretty sure you can use ours in the UK. Yeah, and like we use TradeNet and Tefs. I think they still have their Easter sale going on, and so it's on sale for $375. But it's more like a prop firm, and so you're buying an educational package, and then you're contracting for them and trading their account, and that's how they get around the PDT. And so like the base package is $375. It comes with $14,000 in buying power once you're approved. So you trade a $14,000 funded account. There's a 70-30 profit split, and so you're gonna have to share 30% of your profits with them. But they're giving you $14,000 in buying power to trade with for $375, and it's just a really cheap package that if you lose it, it's not the end of the world, and you can actively day trade and short stocks on there with no PDT rule. And so yeah, there's the link for that if you want to check it out in the chat as well. And again, I think it just makes sense for new traders especially because it allows them to trade a decent sized account for cheap. And you can actually short stocks and like learn how to short. It comes with a course, demo account, access to a chat room as well. And so the bundle is a pretty good bundle. And from a risk reward perspective, the max loss on the $14,000 account is $700. And so if you go under $13,300, they close you down. But again, you're paying $375, and so you're paying almost half that. And so in trading terms, the risk and reward's decent as well. We're bouncing a little bit.
Try here, take some, boom. Just got a little bit there. 34 is the early risk.
Market looks like it's going to squeeze back down here. I don't know, Erica. I don't know. It's tough. AMD, I'm just kind of watching it. There's the market breaking lows again. Big rejection in the market, so I'm just waiting, and we'll see what we can find here. But
yeah, Peloton broke down there. Missed that one. Having a little bit harder time today finding the right trades.
yeah,
It's gonna happen with a new strategy.
yeah, for sure.
And I think today's the first day that I haven't seen too many big swings. It was just kind of more down at the open. And we got some bounces, but not that full swing yet.
Right, for sure. I jumped in MU with just a little 200 shares here for a quick, easy trade. We'll see what happens. I'm going to keep it pretty tight here, just in case the market keeps dropping, and then get out roughly break even if it squeezes up against me. There's 89s, 88s, 87s. Let's see if we get a nice drop under the VWAP here. Quick rebound, but we're gonna hold through this and I'm gonna get out half there, hold the last little 100 here, close to break even. Not a bad drop. We're gonna see if the market continues to break lows for me here and drags this one down with it, hopefully. There's 85s. Getting squeezed up. Like I said, I'm going to hold the rest break even, so it's going to be a winning trade regardless, but I can get out even if it really wants to run up too much here. I'm just going to get out there. Roughly a break-even trade. Squeezed up a little bit too much. I think I got a little bit greedy with the last little bit, but that's alright. There's the CGC break. Still made a little bit from it, but slight. I jumped in with 60 shares of Lyft. Very small position. We're going to see if it breaks down. Looking on it, I don't think I held enough. I don't think I jumped in with enough, unfortunately. But we'll manage it. Maybe get a full breakdown, maybe. Under 29. Get out there. I see the market ripping. Got out pretty close to break even on that one too. Market squeezed up, so I jumped out. What I'm looking at is like Uber. If Uber breaks underneath 27, I might short into that one. Yeah, glad I got out. Looks like it was the right time too.
Alright guys, so mine, I'm really having to plan to hold towards that 34. I think we could get a bottoming effect here, and then if it comes back, it would give us that return that we're looking for. So let's let it work for a little bit and get that bottoming effect.
Yeah, Sid, I was short. I ended up getting out of my position. This is my P&L, but I was short. I ended up losing about $3 total in the last 2 trades, but roughly break even. Nothing super serious. Like I said, if I might short Uber if the SPY breaks lows and Uber breaks under 27. That's what I'm looking at now. And then I got in Lyft for like a split second, but I got out very quickly. I think I lost just the spread, which was like $2 on it. Just to show you guys, so this is Uber. I'm looking at this level here. It's a strategy I talked about yesterday because the previous closing price is right above us. And so if we break this level here, these lows underneath the VWAP, we should get a nice momentum downturn down to like here at least. Maybe here. And so that's the levels I'm watching and waiting for Uber. Key is I gotta be patient, see if the market breaks lows and drags everything down with it. He's trading eBay. Okay, Gifford.
Yep. Long at 34.16.
I'm not shorting the SPY, Miguel. I am waiting for the SPY to look weak and then shorting other stocks that follow the SPY, if that makes sense.
Alright, looking for a dip here. And then I'm going to add. Strong signal there for reversal. Starting to see the RSI come back. I'd like to see the MACD start turning upwards here. That'd mean this number going to 0.10.
Hey, thanks for the sub, Calvin. Welcome, man. Appreciate the sub, brother.
Alright, looking for this 1 minute candle here to pull back here. If it doesn't break through 34.11s, we'll add another 100 shares here.
Yeah, Texas. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I mean, we're not experts and gurus or anything like that, man. We're just, we just trade live and let people watch us, and then we teach people what strategies we use, and what works for us might not work for you. We always try to be very open about that. We're not trying to be experts and gurus here. We just teach people our systems, you know, and they can use them if they want, and if not, that's okay too. Alright, so I'm getting ready to maybe short Uber here. It just depends on the break under 27 and the SPY's relative weakness. Alright, I'm in with 300 shares.
Alright, just held the bottom there.
I don't really like that bounce in the SPY. I'm gonna get out there and maybe attack it again if we get something like that. I didn't like the immediate bounce. SPY looks like it's squeezing back up, kind of bouncing off the whole dollar of 273, so I'm gonna wait.
All right, guys, about to increase here for eBay.
Mitch is in a trade right now, Abby. But yeah, we got a 400 people. Hit that like button. We got 142 likes, and so thanks for the love, team. Smash that
Hey
like
guys,
button.
you guys want to see me add? Hit the like. Hit the like. Looking for a quick dip here. Liking how it's slowing down here on the 5, giving me an opportunity. $34.08 is that downturn that we don't want to see it break now. Let it pull back here. Looking for big bag buyers like this guy. They got caught. 34.19's 5,000 shares. There's some bag buyers stepping up there. There's a couple thousand shares going through there at 14s and 16s and 09s.
Here's another move for Uber underneath that whole dollar. I jumped in with 500 shares. We're going to try to ride this down very quickly here and see what we get. See if we get a break. There's 92s. I'm going to take half off there. I'm going to hold 200 shares left to see a much larger breakdown if we can get it. Underneath this level, there's 89s.
Alright guys, looking good for me here.
Gonna take another half off there.
Added a little bit there. Gonna add another 200 if I can get a pullback right here.
And so I've got out with most of this position. I'm only holding 100 shares left, and I'm gonna keep my risk here above 26.90. I'm gonna just get out there. So a small win, but a win in the books. Up about 60 on the day. We're gonna keep pushing. See what else we can find.
Alright guys, looking good for me now, and I at least have a bottom to go off of, the low of the day. At 34.10, no matter what, is our risk now. I'll pull back here to 34.15s would get me bigger. And I'm going to look for a move back to VWAP, which is at 34.55. Alright, looking for a bottoming effect here. Looking really good here. 5 minutes starting to curve back for us.
Alright, I just got in with another 300 shares, got out of 100, holding another 100. Gonna let the rest work down here under 80s, preferably. Under this big support level, there's 80 test. I'm gonna get out another half here, and I'm gonna hold the last 100 shares to see if we get a much larger push down. Again, I'm trading Uber if you want to know the stock I'm scalping. Gonna hold the last 100 shares, break even, but see if we can get a breakdown under 26.80 here.
Alright guys, stop to buy past the 27s. If it breaks out through the 27s, we're gonna go ahead and add here.
I'm gonna get out the rest actually right there. Up 80 bucks on the day. Slowly grinding up my account. And we're gonna keep pushing. Starting to get more comfortable trading bigger size today, so we're gonna see what we can find.
Alright, gonna look for this bounce now, guys. I'm feeling good about it. Might take a bigger swing.
Yeah, JC, I heard his brother is France royalty as well, you know. That's what I heard. And he needs to find somebody that will transfer his $7 billion into a PayPal account. And he needs our help. And so, you know, let it, you know.
AMD ripping, man. It's a little bit weird. AMD making that move like that.
Yeah. Microchips are trending away from the market today. They're ripping up. Market breaks lows. I might short into lift. Switch up the stock I'm attacking and switch over to lift here. Slowly edging towards that $100 profit level.
All right, I want to see back buyers jump in here.
I just got in way too big of size on lift. Lost 50 bucks. Yeah, I just made a stupid mistake, and I was transferring from Uber to Lyft, and I ended up just giving back a ton of my profits. It's alright. It happens. Still green on the day, but what I ended up doing was I was trading 500 shares on Uber, a smaller range stock, and so then when I switched over to Lyft, I kept the 500 shares, kind of like what I did to Zoom that day. Only this time it did not work out. It is what it is. It's cool though. Yeah, but I ended up losing 50 bucks on that trade. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Alright, there's the market break lows here, guys. Let's see if the market actually firmly breaks it this time or what.
Like how mine's looking on the 15-minute to reverse here. The key is we're going to get into the test maybe of the 3410s and 3405s. Got to stick to it, the trade right now.
Alright, here's the market pushed down and break lows. We'll see if it drags everything else down with it here. I made a little bit on Uber just now. We're going to try to ride the rest down. See if we get a much larger move with this weakness in the market. And it looks like my Lyft trade would have worked out. I just got a little bit greedy with it and sold a little bit too soon. But I'm back up to $55, $56 on the day, so I kind of fought back a little bit, made a nice little green trade. I'm going to hold 75 shares left of Uber on the way down and hold the rest break even.
I'm just waiting to see a third bottoming candle before I add more and more risk. There's no need to add more risk if we're not going to get a bottom. So we need to see that bottom. If it starts coming back, it's okay to take some more risk. But for right now, let's let it create a solid bottom. 15-minute looks good. If we can create a harmy or a bullish candle here.
There's 77s. I'm gonna try to get a little bit more here. This is the area I want to see hold. I'm gonna hold the rest here at 82s roughly. Hopefully it breaks this low right here at 75. That's what we want to see. Battling it, but this trade's gonna be green no matter what. It's just about whether we get the break here of this low at 26.75. SPY ripping down, breaking lows.
All right, looking good for us here. Just want to see a breakout through 25 now.
just going to get out the rest there. So yeah, up 55 on the day. Took that one loss on lift. That one mistake in judgment cost me, you know, a lot of my profit, but I was able to rebound. You can see my P&L. I've had one losing trade, and that was it. I could have held on to it, but I just didn't. I didn't like that much risk, and so I had to get out when I did. But it is what it is. We'll see what else we can find today. Nice breakdown. I don't want to get faked out here. I just jumped in a little bit more of a Uber. Try to catch this breakout here. Maybe it was a bad trade, but I'm gonna keep it pretty tight. Terrible fill, so I think I got in right at the end, but it's alright. Trying to be patient with this.
Looking good here, guys. Got my RSI to cross back. Would like to see the MACD start going green here. Still red, but remember, it's always a lagger, so you have to base it off reversals. You base it first off of the candle. You're looking for reversal candles like this Harmy, or on the 15-minute Harmy or inverse hammer, and then you look for your lagging indicators to confirm your trade. There you go, up there to 25s now. Probably get a little bit more right here as it gets to 27. There you go. Got a little bit more there. Willing to increase now. Average is 21. Got to hold towards 12 pullback here just in case. You could hold to the low of the day, but I can't hold from that far.
Hey,
now I'm looking for the reversal to start giving me momentum.
Can you help me find the thing that I gave you?
This right here.
Yeah.
You want to take my gift?
No, I'm just gonna do something.
It's alright, buddy. Yeah. Here, let me fix that. There you go. You take it. There you go. Love you, buddy. My sun is up.
Alright guys, this breaks out through 30. I'll add another 100 shares and look for the breakout towards the VWAP, which is 51.
What do you mean by program? You mean my broker? You mean my platform? You mean the scanner right here? What do you mean by program, man? You gotta be more specific, brother.
Alright guys, now pushing up there to 25s. Want to see this push through the 30s and get to the VWAP.
Wow, man, look at this. Is this for me?
Yeah.
There
Wow.
you go, looking good.
I made it differently now.
Wow.
That looks good.
Thank you, buddy. It looks great. Everybody see my son's helicopter. He made it with Legos. Thank you, buddy. I love you. Thank you. My son's giving me gifts again.
Alright guys, if we blow through the 30s here, I'll add another 100 shares. Put us up to 400 shares on this trade. There we go. Now we're in there. 400 shares. Looking for it to come first up to 48. is going to be the first sale. Put out an order at 47. I want to see the MACD start coming up to cross here. I want to see the SPY start bouncing back to VWAP.
And I just jumped in Uber. I'm going to take half off already. It just quickly moved down right as I was saying that. And I'm going to hold the last 200 shares to see if we get a much larger breakdown under these lows on Uber, because they got a low there at 26.67. I want to see that low break. I got squeezed up. Gonna get very strict with the last little remaining shares. Alright, gonna take another half off there. Gonna hold the last 100 shares left to see if we get a move again under that 67 level. I'm gonna get out the rest there. Up a little bit under $70 on the day, slowly grinding back up. Kind of a choppy day. Yeah. James has a question. He says, "What? Any chance you can explain this eBay trade? What trading signal are you using for this eBay trade?"
Well, if you want to learn more about this eBay trade, I would definitely recommend checking out the 20-minute video that we have. It's completely breaking down the strategy, shows you two different trades on the upside, the downside. She explains the MACD, explains the RSI. So definitely check it out, guys. It's something that I worked hard on to give you guys a complete guide on. So definitely check out the reverse video that we put out this weekend.
Yeah, for sure. Great video. If you want to see the scanners, read, here's the link for that. You can use a promo code if you want 15% off of those as well. Big squeeze in the rideshare stocks. Hey, thank you, Karina. I appreciate the sub. Also, Ali, Calvin, Ivan, thank you guys. Welcome. Appreciate the subs, guys.
All right, guys, got to be careful with it now that it's reversing back here. It should have broke out from that bottoming effect, so we got to be careful here.
I just jumped in a little bit on Uber. I'm going to keep this pretty tight, though. There we go. I'm going to take half off there. Nice. I'm going to take another half off here. And then I'm going to hold the last 100 shares to see if we get a much larger breakdown. Again, under that 67 level, up $93 on the day. Now 85. We're getting a big bounce back. And anything over 80, I'm just going to get out the rest.
Guys, now that we've seen that reversal from 20, 20 is the out number, guys, for us. So 34. Six, 17. I'm going to put the stop. Just in case we get a little wick there. Got to give myself a little bit of room, but also understand that there's a max that I can let it come down to.
Alright guys, so I'm going to put mine up for a second. So we're waiting for this 65, 67 level to break right here. This is the level we're waiting to break. If we could get that, we're going to take the rest off. And really, anything down, we'll take the rest off. We'll hold that 75 as our remaining risk on the last little bit here, and then we're out. Break even on the rest. So up about $90 on the day. Was able to rebound from those. This is my P&L in the day, and we're slowly kind of getting used to taking bigger size today, and full sizing. So I'll keep updating you. I'll put Mitch back up, but I just wanted to show you guys the end of that trade. Up 90 on the day. We're gonna keep growing and keep building.
All right, there you go, guys. Back up to the 30s. What we wanted to see here, guys. Now we need to see volume start taking off here. Volume is really tight. We need to see the MACD cross. Those will all be good signs for us. Remember, most of indicators are what we call lagging. So you can't really go and try to do an inference for a future play. All you can do is use them a lot of times for confirmation of your play. And that's really what I look for in my indicators. It's not necessarily to tell me when to get in, but when to get out.
The next thing I'm looking at for Uber is instead of getting into a trade and then anticipating the break under 67, I might just scalp it once it actually breaks 26.67. That doesn't seem like a bad idea. It also depends on what the market itself is doing. You'll notice that like today, I've been trading AMD and MU, not today, but since AMD and MU are not following the market as closely, I pivot to something else. Like today, I've been trading Lyft and Uber. And so whatever follows the market close, I'll trade that, and then I'll trade off of the market's volatility.
All right, guys, so now on, regardless of how the trade works from here, we definitely put ourselves in a position of strength, and that's all we can do as traders is try to get ourselves in position of strength. Up there now to the 33s. Should see a nice boost to the 40. Let's see if we get it.
All right, here's the break of that level that I talked about. I'm going to keep it very strict here. There we go. All right, we finally broke under that level. We'll see if this holds now. That's what I'm anticipating here. All right, I'm going to get out half there. It took a little bit larger sizing. Gonna get out another half there. Gonna hold the last little bit to see if this breaks down a little bit further here. Here's my P&L. You can see. Gonna hold the last 100 shares to let it really work. Up 127 on the day. Slowly, like I said, I'm waiting for that momentum. I hope you guys heard me say exactly what I was going to do there, even though I might not have had my screen up. I was waiting for that 26.67 to break, and then when it finally broke, I jumped in with decent size and scalped out. And now I'm just holding my last little remaining shares to see if we can get maybe down to like 26.50 as a test here for it. But since I'm mostly out, I'll put Mitch back up. And I'm just going to get out the rest here. Yeah, $129, basically $130 up on the day. And we're still grinding it up, so bear with me, team. Honestly, I don't even know what a delta is, bro. I'm not much of an options trader. I'm trading stocks, not options.
Alright, guys, doesn't look good here. Needs to come back here. The SPY is what flipped. It looked like the SPY was coming back to VWAP. We didn't get it there. Might crack down here, might crack out. 17s would get us out. Stop is placed, so you just gotta let it go. One of the biggest things is once I get to this size position, I don't want to fight a trend ever on a reversal. So you gotta set a stop, I think. It's just the best way to respect yourself at this point. Earlier in the trade, I think it's okay not to have a stop, and you can, judge it based off the limit of your risk and just keep going off of that. But once you get that maximum ad or your full size position, you don't want to fight the trend. A lot of times you need to break even exactly on that rate or leave it slightly below that. In this case, I have to leave it slightly below because the risk is 34.20 really, and I put it at 34.17, 3 cents away from there.
Yeah, and if you guys see the strategy that I traded here, the strategy I traded was the same strategy I talked about yesterday, which is we wait for a low to be formed below the VWAP that has confirmed a few times. In this case, it was 67, and then we just wait for a break of that low and we scalp in and get out quick. That's all we're doing, and again, worked out really, really well. Today I've made $121 on Uber alone, so
there you go, guys. Up there to the 36s now. All right. Gonna look for 43s to take off 100. All right, order out to close 100 here at 43s. Once we pop into the 40s, really, I want to take 100 off. I'm going to try to get ourselves back to break even with only 100 shares and leave 300 to get to that VWAP and potentially over. VWAP right now is at 48. So we also got to leave a sale there at 48, just in case it goes to 48.
Looking at shorting maybe a little bit more of Uber here in anticipation of a possible low at the daybreak. We're going to wait and see what the market itself does, but I don't hate the bounce back, and looking for that 2667 that we used as the breakout level to hold as resistance and push the stock back down, testing the 2650s is what I'm looking for Uber, if that makes sense. So going to wait, and as I say that, it ripped up, so glad I didn't take it. I was just waiting for that one. Quick rejection back down at that 2667 level, so maybe it will hold, and we'll have some more confirmation there.
All right, 37s. Let's see if we get to the 40. It's getting close there. Needs just a little momentum push here.
All right, I jumped to
Nice
300.
Go ahead, bro.
I jumped to 300 of Uber. Gonna be very strict with this. Again, same plan I talked about earlier. I'm only in with 300. I'm gonna take half off now. Made a little bit more from it, and I'm gonna hold the last little 100 shares to see if we get a larger test of that 2650 level. But same plan I talked about just now, and we're gonna try to let the rest work here under that $0.50 of 2650. But we're only holding 100 shares left, and I can essentially hold the rest break even if I wanted to. Now here's the break even level. Do I want to exit?
All right, guys, it's taking a little too long here to break out. 15-minute has it pulling back a little bit, so we might have to take some off here. Just gonna give it a second to see if it comes back above here. Respect your limits.
There's 65s. Maybe I should have sold there. The trade's break even at this point. I don't hate adding back, anticipating that level holds again, especially with this weakness in the market. So I added some more shares back here, and we're gonna look to see if we get a drop with this market weakness. The market's pulling down to test lows. That should drag me down short term where I can take profits, and if not, that's okay too. We'll hold the rest pretty tight. Over 67 is where we're exit.
Trying to be patient here, guys. Don't really want it breaking that 34.20. That'll definitely get me out there. Just gotta be patient.
I held way too long. Made a big loss with that last little bit, but I'm still up $90 on the day. But yeah, that last one squeezed up against me quick. It's alright. Just like last time, we're going to keep grinding back. We'll be alright. I think my confidence got a little bit too high there. We'll see what we get though. But
Alright, I got a triple bottom for UAL. Now that's starting to get interesting for me for reversals. If it breaks down this, it'll probably continue with the SPY, but it's starting to look interesting. The SPY breaking down there. Be careful. Let's see what happens. Might have to get out, guys. About to get out. 18s, anything show up? 17s, I'm out. Can't fight it, guys. Can't fight it. Market wants to drop today. That's what I've been seeing.
Alright, so I just took another trade on Uber. I'm holding the rest here. Up 120 on the day roughly. And again, I'm going to keep the last little bit over that 26.67 as my risk. There's 58. Let's see if we get a test of that 26.50 level. I'm only holding 100 shares left, but gonna get out the rest there. So yeah, up 121 on the day, so effectively rebounded in the very next trade on Uber. And tried to fake me out, but I jumped right back in and called it the second time. Oh, here, let me put mine up. And you can see the levels I'm trading off of here. This one, this one, this one, this one. So I'm just basing my trades off of those levels. The ultimate level to respect here and maybe trade is this 26.50 level, because if we get a break of that 26.50, we might get a test of this low of the day at 47, and then if we get a break of that, we should get a nice little surge down, and so that's something I'm waiting on. But yeah, as people are asking about our platform. Oops. Sorry. Accidentally hit the guy. My bad. Let me undo it. Okay, good. Yeah, you're back. Sorry, coding with Caleb. Accidentally hit you on accident. But yeah, we're using Taps and TradeNet, which is, it kind of operates like a prop firm, and so there's different packages. Like I have the Pro package, which is like an $8,000 account, but they give me a ton of buying power. There's no PDT rule. I can day trade and short. Comes with the Course Dimble account, access to their chat room, and a few other cool stuff. But their base package is actually really cheap, and it's a cheap way for new traders to get started. And so the way it works is right now they have a sale for $375, and so for that $375, you're paying for a package. It's not a deposit, but it comes with a course, a demo account to trade on and to test and to learn the platform. And then once you're approved, they give you access to a $14,000 account to trade on with no PDT rule, and you can actually short. And it operates like a prop firm, and so you become a contractor for them, and there's a profit split. With the base package, it's a 70-30 split. So if you make $1,000 net, if you turn that $14K into $15K, They keep 300, you keep 700, and then there's a $700 max loss. But again, I mean, you get a $700 max loss and you're only spending $375, so you're getting twice as much to lose. And from a risk-reward perspective, I think it makes a lot of sense, and it's a really cheap way to get started. I think most new traders are going to lose their first few accounts. It doesn't matter what platform or broker they use. And so I think this is a much cheaper way. Instead of a new trader losing thousands if they lose their first few account, they're only risking $375, a really cheap account that you can learn on, potentially make money on. But really, I think it's really shines for traders learning how to trade. And so, if you want to check that out, here's the link. It's a great way to help support our channel. Of course, we make a commission if you sign up through us. So, of course, we're going to be biased in their favor. But again, I think it's a cheap way for a new trader to get started. There's the link for that if you want to check that out. So Mark is actually breaking lows here. We'll see what else we can find. But again, under 26.50, I might short into Uber. We'll see though. Not a bad day so far. $121 up on the day. Not too shabby. We'll see what we can continue building on. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, I'm back. If you lose their money, if you lose, then you just lose your account. Like, right, if you go under $700 in losses, like say you have your $14,000 account and you go under 13,300, they close you down. So if you're in a position and you lose over $700 in that position, they automatically exit you and they close your account down. And sure, you could sign up for another one, but if you go over $700 in losses, they close you down, No, the max loss does not follow you up, AP. And so your max loss stays stationary at 13,300 for the base package, and it's a different max loss, but it doesn't follow you up, and so it's not going to follow you up. And they're fronting the cash for it, and so no, you can lose over 375. You can lose $700 with their base package, with the intro package. You can lose $700. So you go under 13,300, they close you down. So like I said, you're getting twice as much to actually lose, then almost twice as much than you're actually paying for it. Hey, buddy, here, come here. What you doing, man? You want to say hey to everybody? This is my son, Jack, everybody. Say hey.
Hi.
And he's gone. No, you don't know him anything, JC. Hey, good luck. Like I said, just the flaws of TradeNet are that there's not many penny stocks. It's not really a penny stock platform, and so if you're looking to just trade penny stocks, it's probably not going to work. Mostly mid and high cap stocks. The stock has to have an average liquidity over a 6-month period of 500,000 shares traded per day. And so it has to have an average liquidity of 500,000 shares traded per day over a year at least. So with that said, low floaters that pop off after having zero liquidity are usually not going to be listed on there. You can
put on there.
You could withdraw your profits once per month. You can withdraw your profits once per month. I haven't taken mine out yet just because I'm trying to grow it slowly, but I had a friend, Casey, that took money out, and he said basically the way it works is you request one withdrawal per month, and they wired him his money into his bank account in 9 days. So I think he requested the withdrawal on the 10th and received his on the 19th. And so it takes 9 days for him to do it, and they wire it into your account. I'm pretty sure is what they do. I don't have hotkeys set up, although I might want to. But yeah, here's the link if you want to check them out, and I'm gonna try to see if I can find any more trades.
Alright guys, and another trade here on DOW. If you guys interested in learning more about the reversals, definitely check out the video we put out, guys. It breaks it down completely.
Can you plug this in? Can you plug this in? Wait, can I have my
Here, go ask
reference?
your mom for this.
Yeah, but I don't know where it is.
Hold on, buddy. Yeah, me too, man.
Alright guys, we look really good now, guys. We're looking for pullbacks at 35 to add. Starting to see some bounce here, guys. I like UAL.
Oh man, I was in a trade. I forgot I entered it, and then it squeezed up against me on Uber. It's cool. I'm gonna keep it pretty tight here. All right, there we go. That's a little bit better. I like the rejection. I like the risk here because it gives me a really obvious risk for Uber.
Yeah, BMW, something you'll see us, John and I do. We only recommend it really with TEFs because we've seen the kind of the execution of it be really speedy and not give us horrible fills. But we do use market orders from time to time. Like always, we recommend a limit order because that's going to give you an exact price. But I can tell you, at least from experience, that John and I do use market orders from time to time to get in and out.
Yeah, only on TEFs. With the conventional platform, like with the US regulated platform, I definitely don't recommend market orders. But for TEFs, I found the fills to be better. And so that's why. Alright, so I'm about break even in this one. Holding 300 shares in Uber. There we go. Gonna take 200 off when I can here.
Alright guys, looking for pullbacks at 35 here to add here.
Probably about to get out here over 67.
If it breaks through the 26, it's fine. Let it go to 75. That can still give us $75. We could still be green, big green for the day. This is the big thing about this strategy, is to stay really small in your losses so that when the time comes and you get a nice win, you should put yourself in at least even 3-4 losses of damage and still be in the green.
I got squeezed out there, kept it small, like $20 loss maybe.
Lulu, you selling them leggings? Is this the
Dude.
famous Lulu? I've been wanting them.
Lululemon? Dude, my wife found that
Yeah,
store
man.
about 8 months ago, dude, and has spent
My
like way
girlfriend
too
keeps
much
buying
money.
it.
It's so much money, bro. Leggings cost like $200, man. Like, my wife found
Yeah,
that
bro.
store. It's crazy, bro. It's
They're
crazy.
killing
man.
it.
I know.
They're killing it.
How much are they? They're 100. That dude for
You
some
see, she got
leggings and
excited.
spandex,
She heard
man.
it.
Right, she heard Lululemon. She's up.
She said, "What happened?"
That's just a gimmick, man. It's all a placebo effect.
They hold that shape.
It's all a
But,
placebo
you know,
effect, man.
I think us guys won't be mad if they hold the shape.
Yeah. Kira's like, no, they're not spandex. They have a special fabric that makes you hold their shit. I don't know, man. I'm skeptical.
Will the market be red the whole day? Like always, the SPY has swings, so I necessarily don't try to be biased in one direction. I think John doesn't try to do it either. We don't want to be that kind of bias, like, oh, it's just going to be red, because you can always get what we call the one trader that just, let's say a hedge fund just jumped in here and wanted to go long, put $1 million out. You know, it can definitely change the trade immediately. So one of the things you always just want to do is just use longer term supports. If you see those break, then it still looks bearish.
Uh-oh. Natalie's mad at me. Lulu is awesome. Shut the blank up. They last ages. Hey, look, I wouldn't know. She just found out about it like 6 months ago, and she's probably spent like, what? Like $700? Something like that.
That's true, though. They last a long time if you take care of them.
My wife's on your side, Natalie. She agrees. You know?
I think you know, there's probably some qualityness to it.
Yeah. I hit him with the placebo effect, though. It is, man. You know, you tell them it does, they think it does. They pay more attention to it when they wouldn't usually, and you know, it's all in the head, man. It's all in the mind.
If it works, it works, right?
Yeah. Branding.
That's the truth.
Am I right?
All right, guys, starting to see some rebounds here. What's interesting is we've gotten a lot of consolidation in the last, I would say, hour. I don't know if you've seen that, John, but I've seen a lot of consolidation in this last hour, thinking that we are going to get some momentum moves. It's just going to be coming towards the afternoon time.
Yeah, for sure. It's been kind of chop.
Like we had a first surge, like the first hour until 10, and then from 10 to 11, it's been kind of more choppy.
Yeah, for sure. My buddy swears by their men's underwear, super soft. I wouldn't know, man, because I'm not going to buy underwear for like $60. It's unnecessary. I'm going to hit Walmart up, you know.
Hey, if you wear
Hello.
Walmart leggings, you're gonna have a saggy butt.
If I wear Walmart leggings, I'm going to have a saggy butt.
Yeah, they start to stretch out in your butt, and they make your butt look bad.
I get
Uh-oh.
it, but let me ask you this,
Walmart's
though.
coming after us.
Yeah, let me ask you this, though. Do you think I care if I have a saggy butt?
I think
Of
you
course,
would if
man.
That's what you were wearing. Yeah, like if you were wearing clothes like that.
If I was wearing
and
yoga
your-
pants,
and your butt was all
skin-tight
stretched
yoga
out,
pants,
Yeah.
You guys hit the like button if you want to see John
Like you
in
look
yoga
flat
pants.
and saggy. It doesn't look good. Like just being real.
I know.
Hit
I'm
the
just
like,
saying.
guys.
I'm being real too, though. I don't care about if my butt looks saggy. It might look saggy. I'll be all right. You know,
Then you'll be. Everyone
I'll
will
have a
think
saggy
you have
butt.
a saggy butt. Yeah.
it's the end of the world.
I say if we get to 200, I'm buying John some leggings.
Yeah. Great mental picture for everybody here. You know.
Yes. John at the gym with those leggings. What?
Yeah. It is what it is, man. My girlfriend told me she wanted some leggings from there, and I was like, yeah, sure. In my head, I was thinking, how much could yoga pants cost, right? My wife was like, I'm going to stop by the store one day. And I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, how much was that? And she's like, $400. And I'm like, what? You bought like 3 pairs of yoga pants, dude.
It wasn't just. Well,
Yeah, it was like 3 pairs of yoga
it was.
pants.
I got like 3 pairs of yoga pants and one of their Razorback tank tops.
Razorback tank tops.
Yeah,
Look,
it's like workout stuff. Honestly, as a mom, I spend most of my time like doing stuff around the house, going up to their school, at the store, and that's like something that's comfortable and that's appropriate enough to wear to all of those places.
Look, do your thing.
Or
I'm
going
not.
to the gym.
I'm not mad at you for it. I buy every UFC. I probably spend too much money on my Mad mobile app because I'm bored sitting at home, so I can't judge. I'm not mad at you, you know. But I'm
They're
just
comfy.
saying,
Look.
relative to what yoga pants usually cost, they're
No,
expensive.
Look, they're,
you know?
Yeah, they are, but they're comfy and they, like someone said, I don't know who said that, but they do last a long time if you take care of them.
We got Natalie in the chat. She yelled at me.
Yeah, yeah. Honestly, I mean, I'm glad I found out about them because all the yoga pants I had a bunch of Nike ones, and like after a while, especially if you're sweating in them, like especially if you're working out and stuff and you're sweating in them, they stretch out, you know, and they don't look good. So they're very comfy and they last. Like you just gotta take care of them. So.
Yeah, whatever.
You see what happened, John? They want to see you in that in the yoga pants.
In the yoga pants, man. You know. Hey, I'll tell you this, y'all. We get 100,000 subscribers in the next month. I'll do it. You know. Now listen, if we get 10,000 subscribers in the next month, I'll do it. Let me rephrase here. We get 10K subs, I'll do it. And we can take that bet. You know? I'll do it in a heartbeat.
See John I'm gonna get John walking the catwalk.
I'll wear leggings, yeah. I'll wear leggings, you know. And dude, we might lose subs, really, though. Let's be honest, too. You know.
How many subs you gotta get?
Don't worry, we'll get the extra tight,
You have to get your
extra
own
small.
pair, once you
Yeah.
mess in mine.
Carol's like, you ain't wearing my pair. We get 30K. If I'm up to 30,000 subs in the next month, I'll do it 100%. 100%. I promise I will. You know.
Well, if it happens, just let me know. I'll order you a pair.
Dude, I ain't
It's funny.
scared.
I'm not gonna talk too much about what Jay said, but I actually saw a trader try to use something like that to push their videos.
Oh no, I know exactly who you're talking about. I was like, really, man? I saw that and I'm like, dude, like that is just
I
taking it.
started dying.
What's hilarious though is all the thirsty dudes, man. All the thirsty dudes, like, oh my gosh, they'll defend her into honor. It's like, dude, y'all have no chance, man. Y'all have no chance. Y'all are just being thirsty dudes on there. Like, I feel bad for the guys that just kind of follow that around and like think that's like real trading because it's hilarious, you know.
You'll get them a lot with the music channels
Yeah.
also.
Yeah, for sure. I just made a little $20 win on MU. I'm still holding 100 shares.
All right, guys. I know sometimes we do a little story time. I got a little small, little funny story here. My girlfriend yesterday, she really likes, those ice cream cones, like those old school ice cream cones. The drumstick.
Yeah, with the best part of those is the bottom of the cone where it's got all the chocolate.
Yeah, man. The
converged.
goodies, the
Yeah,
chocolate, the
100%.
caramel.
Right, all meshed together really nicely.
Yeah, man. So she was all excited yesterday. She grabs her ice cream. She's there just eating it, and she goes to the sink because like it has like the little nuts that fall off often. She goes to lick it one time, and I just see her lick it, and the whole scoop just falls down the sink.
Yeah.
Oh, she just gave one big old lick, and that thing just went bloop right off.
Yeah, for sure. That's how it goes. Yeah. I'm getting a nice
That's how it
rip
goes,
up.
man. You
Nice
think
rip.
you get that ice cream. You
Yeah.
think you got that home run.
No.
And then boom.
That's how trading goes, man. That's trading for you in a nutshell. I might get out of the last little bit here. I'm holding 50 shares. I'll see if it'll test the $0.50, but we're getting a nice breakout on MU on the upside. I'm only holding 50 shares left, but this trade has turned into a $40 winner, so I'm going to get out the rest there. Maybe a little early, but $136 on the day.
I'm doing bad, guys. Now up about 40 cents, a little bit over 40 cents on the trade. Definitely wanted to add on this trade, but when you get no pullback, it's a little bit hard to just continuously add into strengths. So I just let the trade work here. It'll still get us into the green if it gets up to the VWAP. So let's just let it working, and we'll take the trade for what it is versus for what we want it to be.
Just a few scalps, man. Same as always. Kitty, at least lately. Bunch of nice scalps.
Hey, that boy Kenny talking about that MU rip. All right, Gush turning around there, guys. Space turning around there. That one looks interesting also for me. That one reversed a significant amount there.
Yeah.
If we get the spy to start ripping, that one can start squeezing.
I don't know why.
I'm just asking.
'Hey team, I did want to post this. We did get a store set up, and we'll be slowly rolling out stuff. We got a store set up through YouTube. Oh. Let me find it. You can find it at teespring.com/stores/beginner trading.
Nice reversal there, guys, and oil's coming back, guys. Be careful.
So yeah, this is our store. We actually got some pretty cool merch. I actually bought myself a hoodie from here. And we'll be adding some more stuff as time goes on. I appreciate the sub to Sam. I actually bought myself this hoodie right here. Which is a pretty cool hoodie. It's got our logo. It's got beginner trading on the back. And we got a few other cool stuff, like we got a phone case, a Samsung case, we got t-shirts, we got long sleeves, we got this black candlestick hoodie, which I thought was pretty cool. And so I'll post this link if you want to help support us. We've had a few people that wanted some of our merch, and we haven't really got around to doing it much. And so I'll post this here. You can go check them out. And you can also check it out. You can just go to our channel and go to the store section of our YouTube channel. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, if you can hear me talk to my daughter, that's cool. She just asked me when I was going to be done. But yeah, you go check out the link there if you want to see our store. Hey dude, what you doing, man?
I like to play with this.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and take it. My son's taking back his gift. That hurts my feelings, buddy. You're stealing my gift, man.
Yeah, but it's not gonna be yours.
Here, they can't see it. You gotta come over here. It's still gonna be mine?
Yeah.
That's my helicopter, right?
It's a boat.
It's a boat. That's my boat.
Does this look like a boat?
It does. It looks just like a boat.
Look at that.
Yep, I see that. Looks like a boat. Right here.
But I'm not taking it.
Yeah, take that. Don't break it. Don't break that. Right.
Look at those VRAP rejects today on Nordstrom. Huge VRAP fades. I call it VRAP rejects because it went green first, but 3 massive fades there.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm looking at this S&P 500 just broke under a big level. I think we're gonna see some other stuff drop with it.
Yeah, could knock off my trade here, guys. It's been trying to get up there, but hasn't been able to really get the lift, and it just turned down big time.
That boat was shipwrecked 100 years ago. Don't judge the boat. Don't hate on things you just don't understand, Daniel.
Interesting one for me right now, RCL for reversals, starting to look good. Like to see it close a candle here near 34.18 and not crack that 34.18. Maybe even get to 34, but nothing past that 34. Thinking about taking another 100 shares here as it comes back down here. But I wanted to get closer toward 35 10s and 35s.
Helicopter versus boat. Yeah. Why, Sky?
All right, watching RCL, guys, is starting to get really interesting off the 25 point here. All right, guys, as this stock pulls back, I'm going to take a chance right quick and let you guys know about the platform that John and I use every single day to do these streams. We use actually TradeNet. It actually is a funded account platform with packages. What it does is really gives you a funded account program that lets you trade with no PDT. I can't stress how much that's important for us American traders that are trying to get outside of the PDT rule. This will let you trade as much as you want, give you the ability to really take the trades that match your strategy. With as much buying power as 14,000 with the small intro account, you can get small caps, big caps, middle caps, whatever you really like. Now we always talk about how they don't have as many penny stocks, but really you can trade any price stock with just even 14,000. What do they give you really? They're giving you that cheap commissions, an ability to short any stock that's tradable, plus get access to the chat room, a demo account to practice for the first week or two, and then also a legit trading course. For you guys that are brand new to trading and really trying to learn how to start trading, I definitely recommend finding your strategy and then really working it out to best fit you. The best way to do that is to really start trading live, really find the emotions that match your personality so that you can go ahead and get those gains that we're all looking for.
Yes, sir. Yeah, if you want to check them out, I'll post this link. Good way to help support the channel and all our free content as well, guys.
All right, guys, getting down here towards my entry here. Got to be really careful here. All right, guys. Trying to add here. All right, just took 100 more, guys. 100 more shares there, right at the bottom. Let's see if it holds. 34.90s, no matter what, will get us out.
Yeah, we almost got 200 likes. Let's get that up there. Because they get cold feet. Haha, love it. Hilarious.
All right, this is where we need to start seeing the stock want to uptrend back here. Back above 35.13s would be our next add.
He's using TC2000.
All right, guys, we might get crushed down here, so you just gotta be careful. Just keep to the limit. Gotta be careful here, guys. I need to find the bottom here. If not, need to step out immediately.
My bad,
Don't
guys.
fight the trend.
I've been muted. I just shorted into AMD. I'm going to take a partial here. Holding 200 shares left. Oh, sorry guys. So yeah, I just shorted into MU. Got 200 shares left. About $200 up on the day. We'll see if it holds. I'm trying not to be greedy with the rest, but I was up much more than this. We just had a quick pullback. I'm gonna get out there. So $190 on the day. Just grinding it up slowly. We'll see what else we can find. Hey, I appreciate the sub. Chad, Paul, Assam, appreciate the sub, guys. Welcome. Appreciate the love, team. Maybe I shouldn't have got out there on Uber, but it's cool. Here's my P&L. No, it looks like it was the right move to get out. Zoom? I don't know, man. Zoom, it's tough. I don't trade it that much. I made $500 last week from it, but that was like the first time I traded it in a while. It's looking strong. It had a nice little rebound bounce set up for it. CGC breaking lows of the day here.
Alright, gotta be careful here. Wanted to see a reverse right here. Hold this 15-minute bottom. If not, we get out.
Might short a few hundred of CGC here. Just depends on how weak the market looks and whether CGC breaks that low of the day.
Back above 35s, we'll add some more.
Sorry guys, I had to run up the stairs. We heard a loud bang and my son was up there, and then we heard my son kind of like start to cry a little bit, and so we thought something fell on him. Luckily he just fell when he was jumping off of his bed, which he shouldn't have been, so he's alright, but sorry, had to run up there real quick.
All right, guys. Now it's starting to look good for me here. Needs to hold 95s on the pullback. If it just rips up here to 35.20s, that'll show us a good sign that we're finding the bottom and we're at a great average. Alright guys, one that I really like for the reversal is RCL. I'm considering if I probably won't have enough money, but I like the bottoming effect there off of 43.30s. So you're talking about a 40-cent risk right now.
Yeah, I never traded 5G before, Stefan. Sorry, brother. Just not really my style. A lot of people talking about WORX today.
The work?
Works.
No, that building's right down my house.
Yeah, it's running, man. It's testing that high of pre-market, which is $9.95. I think that's a big level.
Slacks. This is a company that a lot of people have invested in, and it's mainly kind of like a service for like employees, kind of that kind of thing. It has a huge amount of investors that liked it when it IPO'd, but it struggled at the IPO.
Right. We're getting some runs up now.
I mean, for work, there's a huge weekly support at 22.50. Huge support there.
Oh, wait, this one's WORX.
Oh, WRX.
Yeah.
Let me see that. Oh, penny stock going crazy.
Yeah. Who knew?
Tradable for us?
No, it's not. I just checked.
I was about to parabolic short that baby.
It probably worked too. Might have
The
options.
thing is that I look for extensions on the hourly chart, and look at that hourly. You get one big old bar that held the 50% pullback, shooting up there to 10.
Oh no, we have a trampoline actually, Kenny. We have a big one in our backyard. They go jump on that thing at least once a day. But yeah, we got a big one in our backyard. So yeah, they got a trampoline.
This trade's taking a little while. I think the SPY holding the VWAP, I would like to see it break up towards 275.
Yeah, I'm looking at Lyft for a high of the day break. Or not the high of the day break, the pre-market high, or the previous closing price break. The previous closing price on Lyft is at 30.35. We're at 30.25 roughly now, so we might get a break above that. I'm watching for it. See if I can scalp a few cents off of it. The problem is the spread, unfortunately.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna set a stop. I gotta use the restroom right quick.
I just jumped in AMD. Gonna hold this pretty tight. There's the lift level. We're gonna wait for a break there first. Kind of got two trades at once. I'm gonna get out here on AMD. Looking at lift, like I said, we got rejected there to a certain extent, so I'm gonna wait. I don't like that rejection for it. Yeah, I'll put Mitch back up. I don't like the rejection and lift unless we get a big strong surge up. I'm just gonna wait. CGC is getting closer to that low of the day level. And if you think AMD is going to bounce at the whole dollar, that might be interesting here. Just depends on what you think the market's going to do. Lift's getting close there. Alright guys, so we're probably going to get ready to close it down. I'll post this link if anybody wants to check it out one more time. If you want to use the same platform as us that allows you to actively day trade with no PDT rule, check out TradeNet and Tefs. A really easy platform to use, and it's one of the cheapest ways a new trader can get involved in the market. You can day trade short stocks once you're approved. It's a package, and so it comes with a course and a demo account and access to their chat room. And then once you're approved, they allow you to actively day trade your account with no PDT rule, shorting ability, and a lot of other cool stuff. It's the cheapest way a new trader can get involved in the market, in my opinion. And I think it just makes sense for a new trader because it allows them to actively day trade for basically $400. You get $400, you spend $375 on a package. There's no PDT rule on that package, and it allows you to actively day trade. And so in my opinion, it's a really cheap way to get started, and it really allows you to do a lot of cool stuff. And like I said, in my opinion, it's just cheaper, right? New traders end up saving up thousands. They usually end up losing their first few accounts. And with TradeNet and Tefs, you know, you're risking $375, a very cheap amount relative to most other platforms, to where instead of risking thousands of dollars and you probably losing that like most new traders end up doing, you only got to risk $375 during this sale. They have a sale going on right now. It comes with a course, paper account, access to their chat room, and it allows the new trader to gain that experience that they need when they first get started. It allows them to gain that experience. They're not risking a ton of money, and they can trade a live account, and I think in that regard, it really shines, and it makes a lot of sense. It's also a great way to help support our channel, and so if you want to check that out, I'll post this link here. Also, guys, if you want to use the same scanners that Mitch and I are using, you can check out Trade Ideas. The best scanners in trading, in my opinion. Super customizable, dynamic, allow you to do a lot of cool stuff. Here's the link for that if you want to check that out as well. And like I said, guys, good luck in the markets. Have a good day. Hit that subscribe button. Before we leave, guys, if you could hit that like button and bring that like count. We got 181 likes. Let's bring that number up to over 200. Let's get 200 likes in here today, guys. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. Another green day in the books for me. A solid green day, and I'll definitely take it. And yeah, guys, that's it for the day. Like I said, you can go check out our website as well. I'll post that link too. We got strategy breakdowns, broker reviews, we got video courses and stuff like that. So go check out this link for our website as well. And yeah, guys, that's it for the day. Oh, also, join our Discord. If you want to follow along with what we do after the stream, if we do get into any more trades after the stream, join our Discord. It's a completely free Discord. It's not like a pay Discord or anything like that. It's completely free. You can check this out and have check out the link to the Discord. We hope you'll consider joining that as well. And yeah, guys, That's it for the day, team. So have a good day. Good luck in the markets. Go check out our weekend videos like Mitch is talking about. We got a lot of cool videos that we put out this weekend on the different strategies and patterns and stuff like that we use. And so they got some great videos. We'll be back tomorrow morning. We got 185 likes. Let's bring that number up to over 200 if we can. We got 185 likes. Hit that like button, guys. Let's bring that number up to 200 today. And, appreciate the love, guys. Good luck in the markets. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a good day.